When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't bend. Y'all be playing it safe and I be going for the win. Remember back when they was doubting on the kid. Now they tuned in cause my game too legit.
There's a lot of you don't know about the fantasy headlines. Nation, headline nation, fantasy headlines for the nation. I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner.
Yeah. Analytics off the chain, all the channels not the same. Jake and Kyle, you know the name. Headliner Nation, we running the game. Y'all stuck on third down. Your content's plain Jane. Headliners on top now. We gonna move and change. Podcast off the rip. Draft guide, so legit. Fantasy world, our game tight. You know we about that chub life. Stuck in a rut and you need some motivation. Head to the channel for this Headliner Nation.
I'm a headliner.
Yo, what up, nation? Saturday night in the house. Your favorite football analyst.
What did you just say? There's no way that you just enunciated it like that to start off. I am not mature enough for things like Kyle. I'm trying to stay focused, and then you start off a show like that, and my 12-year-old mentality has completely lost all focus of everything I was going to say.
You know who bet me to say that?
It's got to be Nick.
No, it wasn't.
It was Anna.
No.
It was... I don't know.
It was Jesse.
My figures.
The bet was that I had to try and work it into a stream 3 times tonight.
And that was just that you started.
And I was hoping I could work it in there at the very beginning, and it did not happen.
Yeah, that. All right. Anyway, so now that we've got that out of the way, Kyle, it is Saturday night. We're going to be talking some football with the nation. A lot of people already sending in questions. We're going to get to as much as we possibly can here in the next couple of hours. I know a lot of people have already sent some super chats. Real quick, though, I want to catch everybody up on the latest breaking news that has come out here most recently today. And then I want to announce a giveaway that we're going to do here during this live stream tonight. So first up, Chris Olave is a game-time decision with a hamstring injury. We're going to have to proceed with caution. Their hamstrings are not really one of those injuries you really want to deal with if possible. A.J. Brown has already been ruled out. Devontae Smith is out. Justin Herbert is going to be starting here this week despite the high ankle sprain. Jordan Love is scheduled to play, but there's a chance that he does not play every snap. We could see Malik Willis at times in that ball game. Kenneth Walker is in. Sam Laporta is in. Tyler Huntley is starting for the Miami Dolphins. Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley is starting for the Miami Dolphins. Had to throw that in there. How about Debo he's questionable. George Kittle is in. Devontae Adams is out. Keenan Allen is questionable. Joe Mixon is questionable. Trey McBride is out, and Nico Collins is in. That's the latest up-to-date, roster news. Obviously, Kyle will go back through this once again tomorrow morning in the members-only stream, but wanted to get that out there right here at the beginning. And then also, the winter season is almost here, Kyle. And if I know anything, it's that I know dudes get lazy. I mean, we're just lazy creatures at times. We go to work, we work hard, but when we're not working, we're lazy. I don't want the dudes to take the winter months off we got to stay prepared, fellas. So I got some lawnmowers to give away, 2 lawnmower 5.0s that I'm going to give away during this stream here tonight. How do you win one? Well, we're going to pick some, we need 100 members. 100 members on the stream, but there's a couple different ways we can get there. Now, if you're gifting memberships, which already a couple people have before the stream has started, you're going to get multiple entries into the potential giveaway that we'll announce here at the end of the stream. And then if you on your own become a member, you will be entered into the giveaway as well. One for whoever signs up on their own, one randomly for who gifts a lot of memberships. So let's be sure to become a member of Headliner Nation here tonight. This is go time in fantasy football, Kyle. A lot of people are stressed out over the first couple weeks of the season, but now we start to get into a groove a little bit, and this is where things start to make, okay, not a whole lot of sense, but maybe a little bit more sense.
I don't think anything about the season makes sense, but that is all right. Christopher Brannon becoming a member for the 35th month. What's up, Headliner Nation? Happy Friday. And a full PPR. Rank these players. Jerome Ford, Jaden Reed, Najee Harris, Scary Terry. Thanks, guys. You are awesome. And a full PPR, we are ranking them. Man, I am going to go Jaden Reed, Scary Terry, Najee Harris, Jerome Ford.
I mean, none of them are real big
PPR
type guys. So, I mean, I can't really disagree with that.
Yeah, you could go back and forth on either of those. And on top of Christopher Brandon becoming a member for the 35th month, he gifted 5 memberships as well. Christopher, appreciate it. Fuzzy Naval, help, whoa. I need an adult. I mean, as you could tell by the beginning of the show tonight, not the correct place.
Not it.
Without supervision, I traded away A.J. Brown for Brian Robinson and Michael Pittman in a 12-man Dynasty League, full PPR. Ooh, did I goof? Maybe a little. I probably don't make that deal.
Fuzzy. Is it horrible? No. I've seen worse. Mm-hmm. Would I have done it? Probably not. Right, you gave up the best player in the draft and in return got a wide receiver that can't get any catchable targets. And as much as I like Brian Robinson, I mean, we still have Austin Eckler, not so much this week, but in the mix in this backfield rest of season, then what do we really have in the future? So basically you traded A.J. Brown for Brian Robinson right now, and that's not great, in my opinion.
Yeah. Daniel Adams, hey guys, Jaden Reed, Jamison Williams, or JSN, and a full PPR already have St. Brown starting. If you want the highest upside, it's Jaden Reed. If you want the best floor, it's JSN there.
That I agree with that, in a full PPR especially.
808 all day in a full PPR and all 1 point per rushing attempt. Bucky Irving, Cam Akers, Debo. Wait, did you say Debo was in or out?
Debo is still questionable.
Questionable, okay. Trey Tucker, Tutu Atwell. Well, if Debo plays, it's hard to sit Debo over any of these guys.
Right.
If Debo doesn't play, I'm going to probably lean Bucky Irving.
I mean, I just can't say Cam Akers. Like, he's just not good at football after all the injuries anymore. Now, I'm sure he's going to go out and have like 6 touchdowns this weekend or something because I said that. But I can't really get on board with that. So, I mean, I love myself some Bucky Irving. He looks great when he's touching the football.
Sean.
But I do agree that it's Debo if he's playing.
Mm-hmm. Sean Sarah, welcome to Hold Up. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. No, it wasn't that. It was a little snot in the throat there. Juice Vino, what up, boys? Ford over Rachaad White, with the Raiders missing that bad man, Mad Max, and other defensive players, and a full PPR. I don't hate it because Rachaad White is still questionable, correct?
I mean, he's not 100% healthy. He's probably
and Bucky Irving was already taking snaps this week.
Yeah. I mean, Jerome Ford, it's a great matchup going up against Vegas, even with Max Crosby. I mean, it's still a good matchup then. Now they don't have him. They don't have, a couple members of defense. Personally, I probably feel a little bit better about Jerome Ford.
Yep. Miranda, nicely. Who should I play in my wide receiver positions? Picking 2. From Ridley, Shakir, Michael Wilson, or Pittman, I need 2 unless Olave plays. Olave is a true game-time decision. Yeah. I'm picking Shakir and Michael Wilson here, though.
I do like Michael Wilson more that we know that Trey McBride is not there. So that does help out this situation. Yeah, I probably lean Shakir and Wilson if you want to gamble more. Shakir and Ridley.
G. Manea. Need 2 in a full PPR. Stevenson, Mixon, and James Cook versus Baltimore. You still got to give it to Stevenson and James Cook here.
Yeah, let's just go with the guys who are healthy instead of risking it with Mixon, even if he does play.
Yep. DJ Quill. Hey, guys. Sit 1 from Connor, Pollard, Monty, and ETN. Those guys are going to be kind of close. Is Pollard or ETN your lowest ranked?
They are back-to-back in the rankings with ETN at 17, Pollard at 18.
Okay, so it'd be Connor, Monty, and ETN then based on our current rankings.
Yep.
Sammy in a PPR. Hurts. I'm assuming Elijah Higgins.
Yeah.
Or Gesicki. Ertz is going to be your safest bet there.
I'm going to go with Ertz in the revenge game. Him and Cliff Kingsbury going back to Arizona. I can see at least getting maybe a red zone target or 2 this week.
Alejandro Chavez becoming a member for the 25th month. Hello, quick question if possible. Help me pick 2 running backs and a flex in a full PPR from Mason, Jacobs, Robinson Jr., and Shakir. Thank you in advance. I feel like your highest upsides are going to be Mason, Robinson, and Shakir. Your safest bets are going to be Mason, Jacobs, and Robinson.
That's what I was going to say. At this point, I probably just go with all the running backs. As much as I like Shakir, they're 3 solid options for sure.
Scranton Strangler and a full PPR. Greg Dortch or Hunter Henry. I would rather risk it with Dortch than Hunter Henry right now.
I would too.
If you're going to risk it with the player, you might as well risk it with the wide receiver over a tight end.
Tight ends just suck this year.
CJ Houdet.
Who that CJ in this
PPR, 2 flex league. Kyler, Olave, Ayuk, Aaron Jones, Tony Pollard. Laporta, Cooper Higgins, Houston D, bench, Ravens D, Monty, ETN, Gus Bus, Jennings, Kmet, Ertz, and Dobbs.
So I'm guessing...
I'm personally still playing David Montgomery over Tony Pollard. That's just me.
And then your keep... I would agree with that. Monty over Pollard. And then is it between Cooper and Higgins, who are his flexes?
Both of them are his flexes. So that's essentially his current starting lineup and who's on his bench.
I mean, I almost prefer to have ETN over T. Higgins as well. Personally. Since ETN's on his bench. Cooper I'll go with this week in a good matchup.
There's a couple of options that you could go with there, depending on if you want to go for a little bit more upside or if you want to find some safer floor there.
Yep.
Red Hulk becoming a member for the 36th month. 3 years, 2 leagues, 4 chips. Nobody better than you guys, Junior.
I would too. I mean, Brian Thomas Jr. may not get a ton of volume, but at least they look for him down the field. If you can get one big play, it could hopefully give you a better overall fantasy performance.
And then in a 1, tight end PPR league, Gesicki, Strange, or Conklin. Have we heard anything on Evan Ingram yet?
He's out.
He is out. Okay. You said that. Gesicki, Strange, Conklin.
I don't know if it's official yet, but he's not going to play.
I know Conklin saw good work last week. The problem is Conklin actually played last week than he has so far this season. He just took better advantage of the opportunities that he actually had this week.
Yeah. I would say this, though, that being that we know that Garrett Wilson is going to be locked down by Patrick Surtain, maybe that does lead to a few more targets going the way of Conklin.
I'm going back and forth between Strange and Conklin. I think Conklin is going to end up being your best bet.
If it's my team, I'm going Conklin.
I just feel like they're going to be behind again, and they're going to have to throw. And Strange has touchdown upside now.
Yeah.
I probably
I
think your safest bet, which is kind of stupid because nothing is safe at the tight end position, is probably Conklin right now.
Yeah.
Whew, Sammy. Pick 3 and a full PPR. Juwan Jennings, Debo, Flowers, Jaden Reed. Well, for sure Flowers. 100% Flowers.
I mean, really, it depends if Debo plays, because if Debo doesn't play, then you already got the other 3 right there.
Yeah, if Debo doesn't play, you're good.
If Debo does play, that's going to hurt Juwan Jennings.
I'm going Debo, Flowers, and Jaden Reed if he does play.
Yep.
Lit Nick gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Nick, appreciate you.
Yeah, Nick's in the running. Nick wants a lawnmower, right?
He wants a lawnmower.
Sign up for a membership. You'll be in the running for lawnmowers.
It's crazy because Nick messaged me and asked me how many gifted memberships for the lawnmower and a personal landscaping, if you know what I mean. Red Hulk.
I do have a beard hedger as well. Never know, right? We don't want visuals, though. Like, this is weird.
Red Hulk, pending Olave, DeAndre Hopkins, or Javonte in a PPR. Oh, my gosh. Neither.
I'd almost rather have syphilis than start Javonte Williams.
I'll go with D-Hop over Javonte Williams right now.
I would, too. Yep.
John Smith, PPR, start 2 in a flex. Evans, Cooper, Jennings, Ford, Steele. Start 2 and a flex. Start 2 what? Wide receivers, I'm assuming? Evans is playing out of this group. If you're starting 2 wide receivers, it's Evans and Cooper. And then if you're starting 1 flex, if everybody's missing in San Francisco again, it's Juwan Jennings. If they're not, it's Ford.
It's Ford, yep.
Jorge Rivera. If
we got a
Mixon
tight end, too. Tight end commit over Andrews.
I
mean, it's pretty much a
got more
toss-up either
upside.
way. Yeah, if it's a toss-up either way, give me Komet.
Much love to you guys in the community. John, appreciate you. Sorry, I tried to skip over you there. Jorge Rivera. If Mixon can't go, who would you start, Hubbard or Cook? If that's James Cook, it's James Cook.
Yep.
Yeah. Mark Seife Jr. Seif Jr. Is that another I in there? It's not. Seif Jr. My bad, Mark.
Seif or Cipher?
Superflex. Vince Lawrence for McLaurin or Michael Wilson? No. In a Superflex league, you typically need to start your second quarterback.
Yeah, just take the chance at that point.
Katie Shimko, 3-0 in all 3 leagues. Thanks to the headliners. Katie, appreciate you. Glad things are off to a good start. 2 questions. With Brown and Smith out, is it crazy to start Fields over Hurts? I wouldn't say it's crazy.
No.
It's definitely risky.
Could you live with the fact if you lost your matchup if you bench Hurts? That's what it really comes down to, right? Because we know that Justin Fields has a super high ceiling. I mean, we know that he's got in a good matchup, right? So it's not crazy. But if you start Fields and he doesn't outscore Hurts and you lose, can you live with yourself? If you say yes to that, then Fields is worth the gamble.
Yes. And then also Wilson or Jennings this week. Kind of the same thing we're saying. If everybody's out for San Francisco
already know Kittle's playing,
again,
so
that's true.
We got Kittle, we got Ayuk. We don't know about Debo. If Debo comes back, then Jennings isn't really a thing. And
I don't know if I'm going with Jennings this week, even without Debo at this point, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
and I don't think that's going to be a popular opinion among many.
I mean, I don't think that they let Jennings do anything close to that 2 weeks in a row.
No.
So that's. I mean, I know, but also on the other hand, Garrett Wilson going up against Patrick Surtain is no easy thing either. Jennings may have the safer floor, but the higher ceiling is still Wilson because really what he needs is 1 big touchdown play.
Yeah, it's hard for me to sit Garrett Wilson.
It is hard.
Yep. Okay. Lou Alvarado becoming a member for the 20th month and a full PPR start 2. Jacoby Myers, Amari Cooper, Christian Kirk, Jameson Williams, or Braylon Allen. Also have Breece. I'm not going to start Breece and Braylon Allen together with some of those options that you have there. And a full PPR, I'd probably lean Jacoby Myers and Amari Cooper here. Jameson Williams, with Witherspoon probably covering him, I don't know if I can go that route this week.
Yeah, I mean, we know Myers is going to see excess targets just due to Devontae Adams being out. So Myers and Cooper probably where I would go.
OEG official, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks for resubscribing, OEG. 24K Lightning conundrum this week. I'm in a half PPR league with 3 wide receivers and 1 flex. I don't know who to put for the flex. Hill or Pollard? Help, thanks. I'm going to still go Tyreek Hill here.
I mean, we're going to Tyler Huntley.
I actually don't hate Snoop Huntley.
I don't hate him
as the option. I like him better than Skyler.
But he really locked on to Mark Andrews when he was in Baltimore. However, he didn't have anyone else to throw it to in Baltimore either. So he never had the likes of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. So I do think this is a huge improvement over Skylar Thompson, and I would risk it with Tyreek Hill as well.
Sean Smallwood becoming a member for the 24th month. PPR need 2, Shakir Pollard, Tyreek Hill, and Pickens. Out of these two right here, I'm still going to go Tyreek Hill, and I'm also going to go Pickens.
Yes, agreed.
And then also, wait, Jacoby Myers is out now?
I don't think so. I haven't heard that.
Devontae Adams is out.
Devontae Adams is out. I'm looking, but I don't think so.
Okay. I had not heard that, unless that's something that just came out.
Yeah, no, I mean, unless it just broke by some rando person, there's nothing official on it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Myers, the Michael Mayer you're talking about. You're talking about Michael Mayer, not Myers.
Yeah, Michael Mayer and Jacoby Myers are two different people. Yes. Yeah. Yes, those are two different people. Now I got to go back to where I was at. We went Hill and Pickens.
It did not get ignored. We literally have to go in the order they're received. If you send it, we'll get it. I mean, we're not going to stop talking, so we got it.
Ertz or Kelsey? I don't think Ertz has a whole lot more upside than Kelsey, and I don't think he's a lot safer than Kelsey, so I'm still going to go with Kelsey.
I don't even know where you're reading this from.
Sean Smallwood.
Oh, Sean Smallwood.
Yes.
2 out of Shakir, Pollard, Tyreek Hill, and Pickens. Did we answer that part of it too?
Yes, we said Hill and Pickens.
Okay, perfect. And then, yes, you said that. And then Carr or Goff. How you feel about your boy this week? How you feel about your Lion boy?
I don't love it.
I don't love
Frank
it really
Gregg
either.
Now out.
But I also don't know if I love Carr this week either with Olave questionable. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah.
I feel like if I had to take a chance, I'll take it on the guy who's been more consistent the last couple years and go with Goff and just hope for the best.
Yeah. Dapper Dan, Jay Taylor or Kyron, also Bowers or Kittle for tight end. I'll go with Bowers this week with Kittle coming back.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I got JT and Kyron back to back. I got Jonathan Taylor at 9, Kyron Williams at 10, so JT by 1 spot.
Supreme Bean becoming a member for the 26th month. What up, Supreme?
What up, Bean?
Start Jennings or Myers in a full PPR. I don't hate Myers this week.
I don't either. I'd probably lean Myers right here.
I would lean Myers.
In a full PPR, yep.
Jordan. Now, if you need more upside and for some reason Debo doesn't play, then I don't hate going towards Jennings either. But I think Myers may end up being pretty decently close to his ceiling as well, with a better floor. Jordan Olsen, Dalton or Richardson this week? Well, Richardson was my Manscaped must sit, or Mando must sit. My bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mixed up.
It's
Dalton for me.
It's Dalton for me too. I mean, Richardson, I still think has that at some point, and maybe Kyle agrees, maybe he doesn't. At one point, just like Tank Dell and some of these other studs that are struggling, Anthony Richardson is going to blow up and score 30-plus fantasy points, and it's probably going to happen on somebody's bench. Yeah. So at some point, it's going to happen. His ceiling is still ridiculously high. So it really depends, you know, if this is that blow-up time or not. I still kind of have him ranked slightly higher than Dalton just for that potential, but Dalton's going to be safer.
But I will say this. He's not scoring 30 points against the Pittsburgh
Steelers. No, I mean, I get that. Yep.
That's not happening. Who would you trade Kenneth Walker for Ramondre or J.K. Dobbins? No, I would not.
No, not Andrew Diaz. I am not doing that.
Brandon Sky, who are your underdog picks? I don't have any right now because I don't do them till tomorrow.
Dude, I got so many underdog. I got like 17 tickets in for tomorrow.
Give us your 3 favorite.
Well, how about I got Devon Achane higher than 23.5 receiving yards.
Boom.
Justice Hill higher than 29.5 rushing plus receiving yards.
Boom.
Chuba Hubbard higher than 2.5 receptions.
Boom.
Darnell Mooney higher than 38.5 receiving yards.
Boom.
And then one more here. I don't just like Zach Ertz higher than 29.5.
Boom. Nailed it. Tossing a lot out there for you. There's some underdog picks. Dapper Dan, rate the quarterbacks in a PPR Superflex. Lamar, Mahomes, Hurts, Daniels, Burrow, and Stroud.
Wow. Okay. Hold on.
Why are we rating all of those guys?
Why do we have so many quarterbacks in one league?
Yes.
Lamar. Mahomes. So I got Lamar, Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar, Mahomes. I have Daniels ahead of them. Burrow ahead. So my two highest ones are Burrow and Daniels out of all those two. And so if I'm doing them in order, it goes Burrow, Daniels, Hurts, Jackson, Mahomes, Stroud.
Dapper Dan. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. Donnie Cash, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. STEM-based. And a PPR, would you trade Kirk for Chuba Hubbard?
I mean, maybe if you need immediate help at running back. But, I mean, Chuba Hubbard's going to lose some once they get Jonathan Brooks back here in the next couple of weeks. So,
yeah.
It all just, it depends if you need that help right this second or not.
Yeah. If you need help right away, then you could. Chuba had a decent week this week. Obviously, this last week a very good week actually. But I don't know if we can count on that every single week.
Yep.
And then Higgins for Dobbins and B. If it's Dobbins and B-Rob, I'm good with that.
If it's either or,
I don't know if I'm willing to do that just yet.
Not yet. I mean, I guess I would go B-Rob over Dobbins if you need the running back help right now.
Yeah.
Then I would go Higgins for B-Rob.
Yeah. Darren Messinger in a 14-team league, Dalton or Love? I probably just say I'm not going to risk it, and I just go with Dalton this week.
I mean, Dalton's going to be the safer overall option now that we know that Malik Willis could get some snaps. So if you want to just play it safe, that's where you go.
The Dennis family, Jameson Williams, Odunze, or Braylon Allen in the flex. Odunze is going to be your highest upside play, and then Braylon Allen is going to be your safest play.
Yep, I agree.
Dapper Dan again, Baker or Love this week? I'd probably go right back to Baker again.
Yeah, Baker's probably going to be safer.
SA SoCal, Bowers or Cooper in a half PPR. Bowers is safer. Cooper has more upside.
Yeah, if it's my team, I probably lean towards Cooper.
Sammy Cat, Ayo. Start 3, Mike Evans, Garrett Wilson, Chris Godwin, George Pickens.
Wow.
Khalil Shakir, Jalen Waddle. Thank you. Y'all are the best. Fudge, what are you doing with so many wide receivers?
Yeah, and what stinks is like you got Evans and Godwin. Right, and I really don't like to start two people from the same team at the same position. But, like, given the matchup and stuff, I like Evans. I like Godwin. Pickens, I think, can explode this week. So if it's me, I'm probably going Evans, Godwin, and Pickens and just hoping for a whole lot of Tampa Bay offense.
Yeah. Travis Knott in a full PP. Oh, no.
Full PPR start 3, Montgomery, Connor, Cook, and Mason. Thanks, guys. Man. I got all those guys super high. Connor, Cook. The lowest rated guy I have is David Montgomery, and I hate that, but it's James Cook, James Conner, and Jordan Mason for me. Casey Sullivan becoming a member for the 36th month. You guys look fabulous tonight. Casey, thank you so much. Nick Granich. In flex spot, Scary Terry or Shaheed. Already got Reed and Evans starting and Kamara in the other flex. Being that we really don't know about Olave yet, I probably gamble and go Scary Terry in a potential shootout in the desert. Dapper Dan, Evans, Reed, and Terry at wide receiver. Start Amari Cooper over any of those? I don't believe so. Amari Cooper over... Nope, I got Terry McLaurin higher, so nope. I keep those the way that you have it. Shorty. Full PPR flex, Carson Steele, Javonte Williams, Waddle, Leggett, or Braylon Allen. Also, is it crazy to want to start Daniels over Kyler Murray? It's not crazy. I mean, I got Murray at 2 and Daniels at 4. So, I mean, we're looking at 2 top 5 options. So, I don't think it's crazy at all. In the full PPR flex, though, man, if you want to play it safe, the safest option may be Braylon Allen. If you want to gamble a little bit, that's when we go to Jalen Waddle. Here's Jesse. Oh my God, Kyle! At least you got one in there. Thanks for what you do. Favorite hands, Jesse. You know he can't. You shouldn't promote things like that with this dude. He will absolutely do it.
I couldn't contain the laughter. I think maybe if I would have held it together a little bit longer, I would have been okay. But
Yeah, no way.
I mean, we are, like he said, his favorite fantasy football analyst. Lazo, tricky spot, but 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and 2 flex. Final flex spot, should I play Quentin Johnson, Tyler Johnson, Spears, Demario Douglas, or DeDorch? Thanks, guys. It doesn't say if it's PPR.
It doesn't. If it's PPR, I lean Demario Douglas.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, too.
If it's anything else, we're chasing the touchdown of Quentin Johnston.
Yep. Jorge Rodriguez. Debo for Addison and Shaheed. That's probably a no for me, dog.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Debo for Addison. No, probably not. I'm just keeping Debo.
Yeah, not enough. Not enough safety there, I don't think. Bruce. No. Cowdrey in a full PPR. Wide receivers Jaden Reed or Deontay Johnson from Carolina. Okay, wait. We're picking 3 here. The ors and the hyphens and the.
I think we're only picking 2, aren't we?
Yeah, we're picking 2 of the 3 in a full PPR. Reed, Deontay Johnson, and Jacoby. The most upside here is Reed and Jacoby. The safest floor is Jacoby and Deontay.
Yep.
The Dennis family, Love or Carr this week? I'd be okay risking it with Love here.
Yep. Being that we don't know about Olave, I would risk it with Love.
DC Hogs become a member for the 7th month. Xavier Worthy or Braylon Allen in the flex. Give me Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I mean, Xavier Worthy is just way too boomer bust for me.
Yep. Josiah Parr, gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Josiah, appreciate you. Eduardo, gifting a membership to the Headliner Nation community. Eduardo, appreciate you. Make sure we throw a little hashtag Josiah in the chat for the 5 gifted memberships. Daniel Hart, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, and a flex from Tyreek, Rice, Higgins, Debo, Najee, Moss, Shuba, Bucky, and Braylon. My 2 wide receivers are going to be Tyreek and Rice.
Yep.
My running back is going to be Moss, and my flex is going to be...
I'm going with Najee.
I was going to say Najee if you want to play it safe. Higgins if you want to shoot for some more upside.
Yep. I personally lean Najee, but I agree with the upside with Higgins.
Beard Belichick, Fields or Hurts? We just answered this question. And kind of the same thing. If you feel like you can make it through the weekend or make it through the rest of the week knowing that you lost your matchup because you played Hurts over Fields, I would go ahead and start Fields then.
Yeah, as long as you're able to. I mean, the upside is there for sure. It's just a risk.
Yep. And then start 3.5 PPR from Reed, Shakir, Rice, Wilson. Thanks, guys. Also, Dolphins or Packers defense. The start 3 for me is going to be Rice for sure. And then I'll go Wilson. And if you want more upside, Reed. If you want to play it safe, Shakir. I'm leaning Shakir, Rice, and Wilson here.
And then I have the Miami D higher.
Mac the Turtle, Debo is not officially out as of yet, unless it literally just came out in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it was not official at the time of the start of the show.
Donnie Cash and a full PPR flex. Pick 2 from Monty, Braylon Allen, Flowers, and Shakir. Highest upside is going to be Flowers and Shakir. Safest bet would be Flowers and Monty. I'm leaning Flowers and Shakir anyway since it's a full PPR league.
Yep.
Raymond, Michael Pittman, Cortland Sutton, Christian Watson, or Michael Wilson in a PPR. Michael Wilson's going to have the highest upside. Pittman is going to have the safest floor out of this group.
And that floor is super low for all of these guys.
Yeah, the floor is like 4 points.
Maybe.
Scranton Strangler, drop Geno and pick up Darnold moving forward. I can't do that.
It's close to me, but with the way that Seattle is getting healthy now with Kenneth Walker coming back, you got JSN, you got Tyler Lockett, you got DK. Yeah. I still kind of lean Geno rest of season.
Andy Dominguez, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation this evening. It is ski. Two wide receivers and 1 flex. We don't know if Olave is playing. He's going to be a game time decision. Do they play afternoon tomorrow or early games?
They're early.
Okay, so we'll know.
You'll know at the live stream tomorrow.
I'm gonna go Mike Evans. I'm gonna go Kamara, and I'm gonna go Shakir here. And honestly, even if Olave plays, I probably do that anyway, since it's a full PPR league.
I would agree.
Vertically challenged, need a flex from Odunze or Deontay Johnson. Johnson's a little safer than Odunze. Odunze has a really solid matchup. He has higher ceiling for me.
Yep.
Jill Merck and a PPR flex need one from Kittle, Moss, Najee, or Myers. We just need one here. Moss is going to be your safest bet. Myers is going to have the most upside. And then Geno or Goff. I hate that I have to do it.
I mean, I have them back to back in the rankings. I think Geno is safer, but Goff still has a good touchdown potential in the offense. Laporta is going to play. Hopefully he can show up and be a part of the game plan this week. I mean, maybe they can't run as well with Frank Ragnow out, so maybe there's an opportunity. I think Geno's probably still safer.
Yeah. I'm leaning Geno here.
Yep.
I hate it. Stinging. Becoming a member for the 30th month. This is for both of y'all. Start one running back, one wide receiver, and a flex. Taylor, Monty, Akers, Flowers, Scary Terry, Pittman, Jameson Williams. Love you guys. Suck it, Briz. Suck it, Peas. I'm going to go Taylor for the running back.
Yep.
I'm going to go Flowers for the wide receiver.
Okay.
For the flex, Monty's going to be your safest bet. Scary Terry, your highest upside.
Yep, if you want to gamble.
Twism, Bucky or Rashad White? I'll start Bucky this week.
I'll go Bucky.
Ron Gertiza. Hi, Kyle and Jake. If Olave can't go, should I start J-Mo, Jaden Reed, or Khalil Shakir in a full PPR need upside? Love you, Ron. I'm still going to go Khalil Shakir here, regardless of upside.
Yeah,
give me Shakir.
He's the number one guy in Buffalo. And I think people didn't want to believe it, but they're starting to believe it.
Oliver, Cabrera, Ayuk, Shaheed, or Pickens? I'm only picking one.
Wow. Ayuk, Shaheed, or Pickens?
I want to lean Pickens. If you want more upside, I'm going to go Ayuk. If you want your safest floor, I'm going to go Pickens here. That's my
I'm giving Ayuk another week. I mean, this is not like the guy hardly played all off season. Now there's been 3 weeks of basically his preseason. Dude got 10 targets. The first time he's had that much since 2022. So, I mean, I'm not giving up on Ayuk personally yet.
Dapper Dan with a 20 bomb. Appreciate you, Isaiah. Flex help starting Baker, Godwin, Lamb, Barkley, Mixon. Maybe.
Mixon maybe. I guess if he's playing, yeah.
Bowers, Kamara, Monty, and Shakir. Bench, Chase Brown, Akers, and Keenan Allen. On waivers is Steele, Pirine, Patterson, Hill, Gibson, and Dortch. Trey Tucker, Mike Wilson, Coleman, Robinson, Tutu, and Dotson. So for the flex, I'm assuming this is your lineup, and then the bench options are the flex you want us to pick from.
So, I mean, being that we don't know about Mixon, you could always slide Kamara or Monty into that spot, so we can pick any position for the flex to go in there. And, I mean, if it's me, I don't think any of them are any safer than the other. Maybe it's just personal bias, but I've liked what I've seen the last couple of weeks from Chase Brown, and I just gamble and throw Chase Brown in.
Yeah, that's what I would say, too. I don't mind that matchup either this week.
Yep, me neither.
Travis Knott, start Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts? I'll start Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts.
Yep, I think I even have him higher in the rankings. And yes, I do.
Cooking with Rick. Cooking
Rick?
crack with Rick.
Whoa.
Cooking meth
demonetized
with Rick.
This is my life.
Hey, gang, I'm back, and I'm still struggling at wide receiver. It's because you're smoking too much meth, Rick.
Wow, Rick.
If you weren't smoking so much meth,
or
you'd
Rick.
have a better
Well,
idea.
you're just picking on Rick for no reason.
Rick, I'm kidding. Help me pick 3 between Jacoby Myers, Pickens, Michael Wilson, Ladd, Pittman, and Hopkins in a full PPR. It's Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
It's Pickens.
Yep.
If you want the safest floor, I'm going Ladd. If you want the highest upside, I'm going Michael Wilson.
I would agree with that. Kyle wants to do drugs.
What?
Nothing.
No, I don't want to do drugs. I was
not
saying
at all. Drugs are bad.
I didn't even say Rick. Yeah, I did say Rick was doing drugs.
You did say Rick.
Never mind. Yep, my bad.
Rick is pissed.
Yep. Rick, get over it. We're having fun here. Don't take it as serious as my old people joke this week.
Oh, man. Some people just don't understand sarcasm.
Oh, man. Red Dog Lock said head kisses for Meth Head Rick.
Wow. Can we have a yellow flag sticker? I mean, we do need a yellow flag emoji, don't we? That'd probably be easy.
I have Anna's flag. It's just not plugged in yet. It's still down here.
She reminds you of that weekly.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting. I have been busy. Dapper Dan, if Mixon plays, do I switch him out for Henry, Gibbs, Rob, or Ford? Also, Chuba, Reed, or Ford at the flex. I'll go Reed at the flex. As far as the other running backs, I would probably just go ahead and stick with those guys this week.
I would too. Not even risk it.
GT, who can I trade Xavier Worthy for? Her name is Rhonda, and she works on the corner in the red light district. That's the only thing that you can use to get something for Xavier Worthy right now. That's it. Nothing else.
And that's not saying a whole lot, right?
No, because she only charges $5 as it is, so.
How do you know?
Jesse told me.
Jesse, I knew it. Jesse's fault. Honestly, though, GT, like we can't give you a name because we have no idea what your roster looks like, what other teams need. Honestly, I would wait for him to have a big game and then do it because it's been so long since we've seen something big from him that you're not going to get a whole lot right now. So just wait until he has a big game and then try to shop him around in your league.
Afternoon delight. Sorry. Omar Barrientos.
Yeah. You're close.
Pickens, Ayuk, or ETN. I need to flex. I'm okay going Pickens here. I think he's the safe floor of ETN with the high upside of Ayuk. It's like
he's in the middle, I guess. Yeah.
It's like
he's pretty close to being in the middle.
Yep.
I have a feeling you want me to look at the camera, and I'm not going to.
Nard in your yard.
What? How do you guys come up with some of these names?
His name is Nard.
Nard in your yard? Dude.
Oh man. Oh.
I don't understand.
Seahawks a top 5 team in your opinion? Right now, yes, I do think they are.
They're super close. I don't know if I put them top 5, maybe top 8.
They're close. Well,
close.
We'll be able to tell more as they start playing some tougher teams. One of which will be this week against the Tigers, against the Lions. Which I am worried about the Lions. They don't ever seem to be able to beat Seattle. Dapper Dan needs to know Miami or Tennessee defense. Either way, it's good D.
I have them back-to-back in the rankings. Miami is 1 spot higher.
It's funny because it's a joke.
I got you. It's a joke. He made a joke too, didn't he? Yeah, he did. See what you did, Isaiah? You promoted it. Even
Alex! More. Thanks for sending a super chat. Appreciate you. A zucchini in your garden. Soul Assassin. Full PPR starters. Caleb, Taylor, Mason, Moore. I scrolled.
Aaron Jones, CD, Bowers, JT at the flex bench. You have AR5, Tank. You got Diggs, Dobbins, Laporta, Bucky. Also, Geno, Purdy, and Herbert are available as well. Any changes? So you got Caleb, you got Taylor and Mason. Okay. Moore and Aaron Jones. Okay. CD. I don't know who your other wide receiver was because you only have CD Lamb in there, but I'm guessing you started somebody else. Honestly, if you needed another wide receiver, it would be Diggs, but I don't know if you need one or not. I will go Bowers over Laporta. And as for Caleb Williams, Geno, and Purdy, I have technically, right now, I have Brock Purdy as the highest of all of them. So technically, I'm going Purdy over Caleb. Everything else, I would keep the same. Grind and play. Stevenson or Dobbins? Hold on. These are going to be close to Stevenson or Dobbins. Where's Dobbins? I'm actually going to go with Stevenson this week over Dobbins. OEG official. Goats, hope all is well. Pickens or Mixon in a full PPR. Let's gamble and go Pickens, OEG, with Mixon not being 100%. Jay Espinoza, start 2 with Bucky, Debo, Jacobs, Ford, and JK. Honestly, if Debo plays, Debo is in there with Jacobs. If Debo doesn't play, I'm going to go with Jacobs and give me Jerome Ford this week in a great matchup. Joe Cotting, what's going on, Joe? 2 flex in the PPR. Waddle, Rashad White, Dobbs, Trey Tucker, and Dotson. Part of me really wants to gamble here and go with Trey Tucker and Jalen Waddle. That's a lot of risk right there, but so is Rashad White. So is Romeo Dobbs. So is Jahan Dotson. So if it's me, I'm gambling. I'm going Trey Tucker and Jalen Waddle. Red Dog Loke. Jacobs or Bucky if White is out. I'm still leaning Jacobs this week. I expect that running game to open up with Love coming back. Daniel Chavez says, hi, help with my lineup. Full PPR. Got to choose 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 2 flexes. I have Bijan, Walker, Montgomery for your running backs. So 2 of those, I'm going with Bijan. Bijan is a must. And then out of Walker and Montgomery, give me Montgomery still. Your wide receivers are Nico, Harrison, Evans, Deontay, and Odunze. We're going Nico and Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And then your 2 flexes, I'll go with Kenneth Walker and Mike Evans as the 2 flexes. They're a great team overall. Love that. Darren Hem, Odunze or James Cook for the flex in a PPR. I'm rolling with James Cook. He keeps getting big plays every single week. I have Etienne and Mason for running back. Give me another running back there with James Cook. Alex Larios, Jennings, Akers, Reed, or Irving. If I can only pick one, it's Jaden Reed as of right now. If we can go 2 there, if you're looking for it, it would be Jennings if Debo is out. If Debo is in, I'm going Bucky Irving. Josiah Parr. Again, what's going on? Josiah says, pressure's on, Headliner Nation. No back-to-back L's since finding the nation in mid-2022. Love to hear that. But not many L's since. We have a full PPR, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Out of Stevenson, White, Braylon, you already have Hall, Irving, Ayuk, Higgins, Garrett Wilson, and Jameson Williams. So for your 1 running back, I'm going with Ramondre Stevenson. For your 1 wide receiver, I'm gambling and I'm going Brandon Ayuk for that. And then your flex spot, being that you're already starting Breece Hall, in your flex spot, I'm going to put T. Higgins. And we're going to lock it in, and we're going to win another game this week.
Real quick.
Yep.
TC is challenging the nation.
Okay.
1,000 likes, and he'll gift another 10 memberships.
Okay, and what are we currently at?
We're at 435 likes, but we have 1,345 people watching right now.
And don't forget we're doing the giveaway. If you sign up for a membership tonight, you'll be in the running for a lawnmower. If you gift memberships tonight, however many memberships you gift, that's how many entries you're getting, and I have another lawnmower as well. We got 2 lawnmowers to give away, so gift those memberships, sign up for a membership, and then we'll give it away here at the end of the stream. We have Ben Fair, huh?
I have to go check on my dog real quick.
What's your dog doing?
The dog that slurped up the entire chicken.
Oh, that's right, the chicken bones. I
need to go check and make sure he's okay real quick. I will be right back. If you wanna, the super chats are probably 30-ish minutes behind right now.
I will roll
to the nation, so just a heads up. But I will be back in a minute.
Watch me roll. Watch me whip. Watch me nay right here. Ben Fairchild, if Olave is out, start Rasheed or Deontay Johnson. If you want safety, Ben, it's going to be Deontay Johnson. If you want to gamble, you need higher upside, that's when you go. Actually, wait, is this Rashee Rice or Rashid Shaheed? If that is Rashee Rice, it is Rashee Rice 100%. If that's Shaheed, then it goes back to what I just said where Deontay Johnson is safer. Rashid Shaheed, higher ceiling. William Wilson, full PPR, need 2 in the flex. Ford, Pollard, or Keenan Allen. I'm not going to mess with Keenan Allen coming off the injury just yet, so give me Ford and Pollard. Marcel Law, would you guys trade Jordan Mason or George Pickens for Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson? Your current team is Devontae, Godwin, Shakir, Jennings, Bijan, Kyron, Montgomery, Braylon Allen. I mean, this is a one quarterback league, it sounds like. And if that's the case, I'm not giving up pieces of my lineup, Mason or Pickens, to get a quarterback. There's so many good quarterbacks in fantasy football right now. I probably don't make that trade, and I keep that added depth. TC 7786 full PPR running back. If Mixon is out, Spears or Madison. Oof, I'm going to lean Madison, but I don't love it. Wide receiver pick 3 out of St. Brown. Yes. Shakir, Cooper, Pittman, and Dortch. I'm going with St. Brown, Shakir, and Amari Cooper right there. Thank you so much for the support. Bango. What's going on, Bango Shanks? Much love, guys. Full PPR pick 1 out of Lazard or Shakir. My other wide receivers are Mike Evans and A.J. Brown. Y'all are awesome. So a full PPR pick 1 out of Lazard, Shakir. I'm going with Shakir over Lazard this week. I hate to sit Lazard because I do know that Garrett Wilson's going to have to deal with Patrick Surtain, but he's so touchdown dependent. Khalil Shakir is just all over the place. Grind and play. Would you trade Kelsey for Stevenson? If you have any other startable tight end, then yes, I would. Because Kelsey, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, he's going to have a couple big games this year. He's nowhere near what he used to be. TC 7786 gifting 10 memberships to Headliner Nation. Hopefully you guys said thank you for those. What are you doing on the floor? Or were you trying to sneak out and it just didn't work? Or were you trying to sneak in? Were you sneaking out or sneaking in?
Neither. Who said I was being sneaky?
I mean, you were crawling on the floor like a child.
I wasn't crawling.
Oh, you were scooting. Gabo Gexy. Full PPR need 3 out of Shaheed Pollard, JSN Ridley, Brian Thomas, and Kenneth Walker. Oh, man. We're going to have to gamble here regardless. So give me Kenneth Walker, give me Tony Pollard, and then if you want to be a little bit safer, we go JSN. If you want to gamble, then it's Rashid Shaheed for that 3rd spot. Fill in the blank. Hey, guys, please rank the following wide receiver, and if all are startable, we got Juwan Jennings, Brian Thomas, Keenan Allen, Jaden Reed. Honestly, I'm not going to mess with Keenan Allen until we see him healthy on the field, so I'm going Jaden Reed, Juwan Jennings, Brian Thomas Jr. in that order. PZ Out Noob, becoming a member for the 5th month. Headliner Nation, mount up, full PPR, Kenneth Walker III, or take a ride in the ETN Express this weekend. Thank you, gents. Honestly, I'm kind of risk adverse with playing players coming off of an injury when I have another viable option. So me personally, I'm still going with ETN. Dr. Titan 300, can we get a big suck it to Stingin' JWC? I need a win. Stingin', I'm sorry, I hate to do it, but we did read out your suckets as well. Dr. Titan wants me to tell you, Stingin', to suck it. Anyway, moving forward. C. Krause has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much for that. Nuisance, full PPR. We got Baker or Sam Darnold. I'm going Baker over Sam Darnold. Choose one of the wide receiver for your wide receiver 2 and 2 for the flex out of Tutu, Braylon, D-Hop, Sutton, Trey Tucker, Bucky Irving, or Xavier Leggett. So I'm going for your wide receiver 2 out of these options. I'm going DeAndre Hopkins. For the other 2 for your flex spots, give me the upside of Tutu and the safety of... Give me Braylon Allen as the second one. Noah Gross-Hanton, thank you so much for your donation. Quick Moto. Let's say Quick Moto. Welcome to Holden Chubb. Mitchell Adams, become a member of the 36th month. Hey, Standard League need a wide receiver 2 out of Evans and Ayuk and a tight end out of Bowers and Kincaid. Thanks, guys. I'm going with Bowers, and I'm going with Mike Evans here this week. T-Dub, become a member of the 7th month. Have PPR, pick 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex. ETN, Cook, Walker, Tyreek, Ayuk, Godwin, and Reed. So many great options. 2 running backs. I'm going ETN and Cook. 2 wide receivers. I'm going Godwin and Tyreek, and a flex play. If you want to play it somewhat safe, you go Kenneth Walker. If you want to gamble for more upside, then you go Jaden Reed. Corey Atkins, full PPR. Need 1 wide receiver, 2 flex. Jennings, Rome, Walker, Sharps, Addison, Pittman, Waddle. Got Purdy and Mason locked in. So you need 1 more wide receiver. And out of the options that you have here, if Debo is ruled out, I'm going Jennings. If Debo is playing, then I'm going to go Rome Odunze. And then your 2 flex spots, I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker as one of them, and I'm going to go with Jalen Waddle as the second flex play there for that those options. We got Tim Avila looking for a flex and a full PPR between Akers, Addison, and Trey Tucker. All of them are somewhat risky, so give me the guy that could see the increased targets in a PPR league and give me some Trey Tucker. Nick L, sit one out of London, Flowers, and Moss. Damn, I don't want to sit any of them. If I have to sit one, it's Drake London, but I don't like it. And I scrolled. Hang on. Am I ever going to catch up? Probably not.
My bad. I don't have it up right now because I'm typing in the chat to answer questions.
I'm trying to find where there we are. Jason Dale has gifted a membership to Headliner Nation. Zarquan White, flex spot, Shakir, Chuba, or Deontay Johnson. If you want to play it, it's the safest option, you go Chuba Hubbard. If you want to gamble for upside, then it's Khalil Shakir. Personally, I probably lean Chuba. Sammy Thomas, PPR, need 2 running backs and 2 flex out of Mason Jacobs, Cooks, Stevenson, Monty JSN, Christian Kirk, McLaurin, Leggett, Garrett Wilson, going against the best roster. So you need some added upside here. For your 2 running backs, wow, you got so many good options. And honestly, I kind of want to just go with all of your running backs here. Mason, Jacobs, Cook, and okay, so for your 2 running backs, we're going to go Mason Jacobs. For one of your flexes, we'll go James Cook. And then for your second flex, if you want to play it a little bit safer, you go David Montgomery. If you want to gamble for a higher upside, then we go Terry McLaurin for that last flex spot. Travis Wilson, pick one, a full PPR. Higgins, Shakir, or Garrett Wilson. I can only pick one of them. Give me Khalil Shakir. Noah Grosshanton, one to start out of Keenan, Pittman, Mixon, if he plays, or Waddle. Right now, it would be Mixon if he plays, but if he doesn't, give me Jalen Waddle and just pray. Casey Collinson, welcome to Holden Chubb. Christopher Pinozzo, 14-team non-PPR. Roshan Tucker or Demario Davis. In a non-PPR, we're chasing a touchdown. None of those guys have big-time touchdown upside, but give me Demario Douglas, and let's just hope that he can find the end zone with added targets. R Nasty, full PPR, Olave, Jamo, Pickens, Godwin. I can pick 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. So really it depends if Olave sits. I'm going to go, if Olave plays, I'm going, if Olave plays, I'm going Olave, Pickens, and Godwin. If he doesn't, then I'm going Jamo, Pickens, and Godwin. And honestly, if you'd rather just play it a little bit safe, Jamo, Pickens, and Godwin may be it. Olave has had a tendency in the past to be injured, play, and just not play a whole lot of snaps. So if you want to play a little bit safer, it's Jamo, Pickens, and Godwin. Jose Hernandez, hey bros, help me. 0-3, 1-3, 1-2, I'm guessing. Pick 2 wide receivers and 2 running backs out of Tyreek, Ayuk, Addison, Shakir, ETN, Najee, Mixon, Roshan, and then 2 flex from the rest. So 2 wide receivers, I'm going to go with Ayuk and Tyreek as the 2 wide receivers. Your 2 running backs, Mixon we don't know about just yet. So to play it safer, we're going to go with ETN and Najee as your 2 running backs. And then you need 2 other guys in the flex. That's where I'm going to go Shakir as one of them, Mixon as the second. And if Mixon does not play, then we're going to go to Jordan Addison and hope he can do something coming back here, coming back and hopefully healthy for the second flex spot if Mixon doesn't play. Ron L, please help me. I have Anthony Richardson and need to start a viable quarterback on my bench. I have Tyler Huntley and Deshaun Watson. I also have an option to drop one and pick up Andy Dalton. Honestly, safest option, probably Andy Dalton. The other ones, great ceilings, but floors are going to be super low. Andy Dalton's kind of somewhere in the middle where he's got a safe floor and a high ceiling, so I'm probably going Dalton. Kevin Lefebvre, Laporta, Walker, Ford, Michael Wilson, Olave, White, Deontay, Shakir. Pick 1 running back, 2 wide receivers, and 3 flexes. Already played Ferguson. Also Goff or Dalton. Technically, I still have Goff higher. Dalton will be slightly safer, though. So we need 1 running back. We will go with at a Walker, Ford. Okay, so for the 1 running back, I'm going to go with Kenneth Walker as of right now. The 2 wide receivers, because we do not know about Olave just yet, I'm going to go with Deontay Johnson and Khalil Shakir. The other 3 flex spots, give me Jerome Ford, give me Michael Wilson, Olave will be the third flex if he plays. If Olave doesn't play, then we're gonna go to, I believe that's Rachaad White there as the last option for the flex spot. Ishmael Mendoza picked 2 wide receivers in the standard league out of Evans, Flowers, Godwin, and Pickens. In a standard league, I'm going with Evans and I'm going with Godwin this week. Julio Alvarado, thank you so much for the super chat. Brandon just got offered Bucky and White for Jennings with the 49ers and Sharbs. My current running backs are Hall, Steele, Pirine, Dowdle, and Charbonnet. So you got offered Bucky and White for Juwan Jennings. I mean, you definitely need running back help for sure. I'm probably taking it, right? I'm probably going to take it at this point. At least you know you have a starting running back on that team, whether it ends up being Bucky Irving or Rachaad White. At least you know you got something you can start weekly. Also, your first super chat here on a live stream. Thank you so much for that. Austin Santiago, I have Godwin, Debo, Mixon, and Jennings. Traded Dobbins and Eckler for Amari Cooper and Deontay Johnson. Like that. Traded Reek and Swift for Ramondre and Darnold. That one I don't know if I like too much, if I'm being honest here, Austin. Trading Tyreek Hill and DeAndre Swift for Ramondre Stevenson and Sam Darnold. Like, I just don't, unless it's a super flex. If this is a super flex and you need another quarterback, I understand it. But this is a 1 quarterback league. I don't put a whole lot of value on quarterbacks and trading them. So are you doomed? Probably not. I think I would have held Tyreek or gotten a little bit more for him personally. Quick moto, Bucky, Chase Brown, or Akers in a full PPR. In a full PPR, I'm leaning Chase Brown and hoping for one big play in that pass catching game. Red Hulk, sorry for the duplicate question, but the stream froze, skipped right as you guys answered. Pick 3 out of McLaurin, White, Stevenson, Thomas, Pittman, and Dobbs. McLaurin, Stevenson, and then we're going, I believe is what we said last time, is I'm going with Brian Thomas Jr. Dobbs is, splitting a lot of targets. Pittman hasn't done anything, and Rachaad White splitting touches. So I'm going McLaurin, Stevenson, and Brian Thomas Jr. Casey Collinson, should I trade Reed for Jordan Mason? If you're good at wide receiver and you need a running back, that's fine with me for sure. Iraq Vet 07. Half PPR, need 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, 1 quarterback, 1 super flex. You got Leggett, Freiermuth, Laporta, Jennings, Shaheed, Cooper, Anthony Richardson, Minshew, Red Rifle, and a full PPR. So you need 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, and 1 quarterback and a super flex. So for the 2 wide receivers, let's start there first. I'm going with Amari Cooper. Wow, not a lot of options. So it's either Amari Cooper, Jennings, or Leggett. If Debo is out, I'm going Jennings. If Debo is in, then we're going to go... Actually, you know what? I'm probably just going to stay with Jennings anyway. I guess we're going to end up starting all of them because the other one's going to be a flex, right? So we're going Shaheed, Jennings, and Cooper for 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. And then for your 1 quarterback and your super flex, I'm going to go with Andy Dalton as one of your quarterbacks. And then it's between Minshew and Richardson. Minshew with no Devontae Adams. I'm probably just going to lean and hope for the upside of Anthony Richardson as your second option there. And then another league in a full PPR, need 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. For your 2 wide receivers, I'm going Stephon Diggs and Jaden Reed. For your 2 running backs, I'm going Josh Jacobs, and then you didn't list any other running backs there, Iraq Vet. Only running back you listed was Josh Jacobs. And then for the flex play, it would be Amari Cooper. Quick Moto also gifted a membership. King Lapo, we got Cooper or Pickens, also Jones or Najee Harris. So I'm going to go Pickens over Cooper. And if that's Aaron Jones, give me Aaron Jones in a revenge game this week over Najee. Richard Ellis, pick my 2 flex spots and a tight end spot. Bowers, Kittle, Garrett Wilson, Kenneth Walker, Ramondre Stevenson can play one of the tight ends in a flex spot. Not doing that either. So you need 2 flexes and a tight end. I'm going to go ahead and start Bowers at tight end, and then I'm going to flex the other 2 running backs here in Kenneth Walker and Ramondre Stevenson. Devin Simmons gifted 5 memberships to Headliner Nation. Taylor 954 becoming a member of the 36th month. Thanks, Grateful, for everything you guys do. 2 quarterback full PPR. Should I start Ertz over Kittle since he's coming off an injury? I think Ertz is still probably a little bit safer than Kittle, but his ceiling is nowhere near as high. So if you need safety, it's Ertz. If you're gambling and need to chase points or you're you're going to be really down in this matchup, that's when we go towards Kittle and just try to chase points. Terrence Turley, how'd I do in a couple of trades? Currently 3-0, gave up Walker and JMO for Kupp and Pacheco. Okay, so you gave up Kenneth Walker and Jamison Williams for Kupp and Pacheco, and then you gave up Cooper, Flowers, ETN for CMC and Debo. So really you went out and traded for everyone who's hurt right now. If you have a starting lineup that is solid and these guys are just stashed on the bench, maybe you traded for them, you put them in your IR because you still don't really need them, then it's okay. If you're struggling to have a starting lineup and all these guys are hurt on your bench, that's where I get a little bit worried. I love stashing guys to come back, but I'm hoping you still have a solid enough starting lineup to where this doesn't hurt you, because it may be a long time before you get to use these guys. Eyes wide open, Mahomes or Purdy? That's close. Mahomes. I have Mahomes just ahead of Purdy, not by very many spots. Vince Dallas, full PPR, Ford or ETN, also Jacobs or Taylor. I have Taylor over Jacobs, I believe. Yes, I have Taylor over Jacobs, and then Ford or ETN. I have ETN over Ford as of right now. Tyler Lau, welcome to Full Chubb. Derek Gonzalez, welcome to Holding Chubb. Rhonda Wilson, start Jaden Daniels or Sam Darnold. I got Jaden Daniels higher this week. Andrew Diaz, half PPR trade K9 for JK or Stevenson. You got an offer. Honestly, at this point, now that we've got him back and he's healthy, I'm just going to stick with Kenneth Walker. I don't know if I want like rest of season J.K. Dobbins. I really just do not trust it yet. And Kenneth Walker has a better upcoming schedule than Ramondre Stevenson does. So honestly, I'm just keeping K9 for right now. Mark Seif, Lawrence or Huntley as your second cornerback. Tiny helmet, Jake. Mark, if I can get to it, I will throw it on tonight. I got to get caught up on Super Chats. Honestly, though, I have a hard time starting Trevor Lawrence right now, but Tyler Huntley in his first game as a Dolphin does not make me super excited. I'm probably still going to go Trevor Lawrence and just hope for a big play. Bucky Dent says, hi, 18 PPR, Ertz, Gesicki, Conklin, or Strange. I'm going Ertz this week in the revenge game going back to Arizona with Cliff Kingsbury. Jake Nielsen, should I start Carr or Love in a half PPR? I'm going to gamble and go with Jordan Love at this point. John Mittenevich gifted a membership out there. Eyes wide open, Burrow or Purdy? Help me win this week. I got Burrow over Purdy. Burrow looked pretty good last week. Now we got T. Higgins back in his second game, so give me Burrow. Jabber Joshua, half PPR need 2 out of Myers, Higgins, and JSN. If you want safety, it's going to be Myers and JSN. If you can gamble a little bit more, it's going to be Myers and Higgins. Sapper 227, team name 99 Problems, and A-Rich is the main one. I like it for sure. Jamar Joseph. Receivers are Jennings, Kirk, Waddle, Worthy, Dell, Brian Thomas Jr. RBs are, I'm guessing that's Bijan Robinson, Achan. We got Mason, Brooks, McBride is out this week. Need to drop one to pick up a tight end, and the 12-team PPR quarterback is Kyler Murray. So you need to drop one of these people. Ooh, man. I don't want to do it, like, at all, but I'm trying to think along the lines of who may not get picked up that you can try to grab maybe next week. I don't know what your league is like, Jamar, but are you able? Do you think Jonathan Brooks gets snagged in your league? If you don't think so, if you think he can fly under the radar, then we go with Jonathan Brooks. Otherwise, we probably lean towards Christian Kirk as being droppable and then trying to get him next week if possible. Paul M, PPR, need one running back, or need one running back, 2 out of Mostert, Charbonnet, Akers, Braylon Allen, or Chase Brown. And if you want safety, it's Braylon Allen. If you can gamble a little bit, that's Chase Brown. Eduardo Trujillo becoming a member for the 36th month. Need to flex 2 out of Jameson Williams, Kenneth Walker, T. Higgins, Khalil Shakir, or Quentin Johnston. Thanks so much. If it's my team, I'm going with Khalil Shakir. And I'm going with Kenneth Walker and Khalil Shakir. If you want to gamble a little bit more, it's T. Higgins and Khalil Shakir, though, Eduardo. Carlos Davila, flex Olave, Myers, or Scary Terry. Being that we really don't know about Olave yet, I think if you want safety, it's Myers. If it's my team, I probably gamble and go with Scary Terry and hope for a shootout in the desert here. Millennium Cheetah, 12-man league, half PPR, Baker or Geno. I got Baker higher. Need one wide receiver and a flex out of Hill, Mooney, or Madison. Give me Hill and Mooney there. Two Bird Studio, full PPR, Tucker, Shaheed, Yoshi, or Leggett. I'm guessing I can only pick one of them. In a full PPR, I lean towards Trey Tucker due to the added targets with no Devontae Adams. If you want to just gamble for pure upside, that's when you go Shaheed. Samuel Zizi, PPR Sutton or Judy. I don't really trust Sutton, so give me Judy here this week. Michael Barton, PPR pick 2, Tyreek Hill, Deontay Johnson, Scary Terry, Watson. I'm guessing that's Christian Watson. Running backs are Mason, Henry, Chuba, DST, Packers, Houston, or Vikings. Allen, Shakir, stack. Thoughts? Love the Allen, Shakir stack. Loved it for sure. Shakir, I couldn't talk about enough this offseason, so hopefully a ton of people out there have him. Out of the pick 2 up above, I know it's, I mean, all these guys are boom or bust. I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill and Scary Terry and just hope for ceiling games there. Your running backs, Mason, Henry, and Chuba. Out of the Packers, Houston, or Vikings defense, Packers, Houston. I got the Texans as the highest ranked defense there of that group, I think, right? Yes, they're the highest ranked of that group right there. O'Shane in a bad place, Trey Tucker or Dobbs in a half PPR. Give me Trey Tucker and some added targets there with no Devontae Adams. Gabo Gexy, full PPR, 1 running back, 2 flex, Jacobs, Chuba, Shakir, Scary Terry, or Garrett Wilson. 1 running back, I'm still going Josh Jacobs. The 2 flexes, if you want to go safety, it's Chuba and Shakir. If you want to gamble a little bit more, it's Shakir and Scary Terry. Dylan Kurgan, start 3 in a PPR at a Godwin, Olave, Rice, Evans, Flowers, and Hill. Wow, these are so many good options. Rashee Rice is going to be one. Chris Godwin is going to be another one. We're not going to mess with Olave because you have such great options. And being that this is Rice, Godwin, and Flowers are your safest bets. If you want to gamble even more, it's Rice, Godwin, and Tyreek Hill. If it's my team, I'm gambling with Tyreek and going with him, Rice, and Godwin. Chubsky, what's going on, gang? 3-0 in 2 leagues. Thanks to y'all. No, it's all you. You're the one setting the lineups, not us. So you got Mason, Chubb, Monty, Gibbs, and Jonathan Taylor in 1 league. You're in need of 1 wide receiver badly and you want to trade for Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't blame you. Which running back am I trading? Honestly, I would be. They're not going to do it for Chubb because he's not healthy yet. Monty or Mason? This sounds crazy, but if you can get Marvin Harrison Jr. for either Jordan Mason or David Montgomery, I probably do it in that situation if you're hurting that bad for a wide receiver 1 for sure. C. Krause, keep doing the football gods work with the fire content, fellas. Start 3 and sit 1 for both. While running back and wide receivers. Running backs are Najee, Ford, Stevenson, Akers, and Mixon. Wide receivers are Tyreek, DK, Pickens, Ridley, and Shaheed. So start 3 and sit 1 for both. So for the running backs, I'm just going to go ahead and sit. I'm going to sit whoever the running back is for Houston, whether it's Akers or Mixon, I'll sit them over the other 3. And then for the wide receivers, I can only sit 1, you said here. And if I have to sit 1, it's going to be Calvin Ridley out of those wide receivers. Daniel Hart, Love or Dalton? Dalton is safer. If it's me, I'm going to gamble and go ahead and go with Jordan Love. Zeka, Hopkins, Mooney, or Ladd for the flex. I'm going with Darnell Mooney. Also, Cam Akers or Roshan Johnson. Right now, I'm leaning towards Roshan Johnson. If Mixon is out, Akers will be slightly safer, though. Nelson Santamaria, welcome to Holding Chubb. Jerry Newman, Kittle, or Goddard? I'm going with Dallas Goddard. Somebody's got to catch a football in Philadelphia here this week. So give me some Dallas. Go dare, because right now I'm feeling fancy. Also feeling thirsty. Travis Wilson, full PPR pick 2. Godwin, Wilson, Shakir, Higgins, and then Dolphins or Chiefs defense. I have the Chiefs defense higher this week. And then pick 2 out of Godwin, Wilson, Shakir, Higgins. It's going to be Godwin for one of them. And if you want safety, it's Shakir. If you want to gamble, it's T. Higgins.
Who are you on right now?
Bryant Ledbetter, Darnell Mooney, or Rashid Shaheed in a full PPR. Mooney's probably going to be a little bit safer. Dude had 8 targets, 8 catches last week. But honestly, if Olave is out, I'm going with Rashid Shaheed.
Did you get to Peter yet, by any chance?
I have not seen him yet.
Okay. Holy crap.
But I'm trying like Hades, Kyle, to rapid fire.
You just did Isaac Garcia?
That's where I left off.
Isaac Garcia. Okay, you can tag me in.
Tag.
Boom. Tag. Isaac Garcia becoming a member for the 4th month. Need 2 at the running back position. Full PPR. Have Rachaad White, Jerome Ford, Cam Akers, DeAndre Swift, or Roschon Johnson. Go ahead and give me Jerome Ford for sure. And I'll probably still... Well, Rachaad White is banged up. We don't know for sure that Mixon is going to be out yet. If Mixon is out, again, it's Cam Akers. I'm not playing DeAndre Swift at all. So it's Jerome Ford and then Akers if Mixon is out. If Mixon plays and Rachaad White plays, then it's Rachaad White. If Mixon is in and you can't start Akers and Rachaad White is out and you can't start Rachaad White, then I would start Roschon Johnson over DeAndre Swift. Hopefully that answers your question for you. Chucks with a $2 dono. Appreciate you. My IT guy with a 20 bomb in the super chat. And a full PPR. I have 3 wide receiver spots, 2 running back, and a flex. Who should I start among Monty, Allen, Stevenson, Jennings, Ayuk, Shaheed, Evans, and Collins? Look for safe and some upside. Playing the number 1 guy after a loss last week, 2-1. Thanks, y'all. So wide receivers are going to be Evans and Collins for sure. And then we're going to go with Allen. Allen. Who would Allen be? Braylon Allen? That's the only Allen running back, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go Monty and Stevenson in running back. Evans and Collins at wide receiver. Give me Ayuk at wide receiver as well. And then for the flex, if you want the safest floor, go Allen there. If you want more upside, then go with Rashid Shaheed, especially if Olave ends up being out. Carlos Punte becoming a member for the 8th month. Or no, his number is 08. My bad. I'm just getting all excited. Sit 1 from Henry, Monty, B-Rob, and Aaron Jones. Thank you. I have to sit only 1 this week. I hate to do it. I haven't done it yet this season. I'm probably going to say David Montgomery here out of that group. Bucky Dent, I think one of you guys talked about Mooney. Should I drop Waddle and pick up either Wandell or Mooney? No, I am keeping Waddle over both of those guys. Abel, need 2 running backs in a PPR from Mason Ramondre or Kenneth Walker III. Out of this group right here, your highest upside is going to be Walker and Ramondre. If you want to play it a little bit more safe, go Ramondre and Mason. Also need 1 wide receiver and a flex from Evans, Godwin, Ayuk, and Flowers. It's going to be, you want the most upside, Evans and Flowers. You want the safest floor, it's Godwin and Flowers. Roberto Baria becoming a member for the 5th month. What up, fellas? 3-0. Thanks to the draft guide. Need a flex for this week, though, and a full PPR. Chuba, Pickens, Charbonnet, Jamo, or Leggett. It's going to be Pickens for me out of this group. Johnny G13. Start Leggett, Michael Wilson, or Bucky Irving. Give me Michael Wilson here. If you're looking for more upside, unless Rachaad White misses, then it's going to be Bucky Irving. If Rachaad White is out, or if Rachaad White plays, but you need a safer floor than Wilson, then it's going to be Bucky Irving. Amari Cooper or Shakir from Football 100. I'm still going to go Shakir here, man. I absolutely love him this week. Miles and a 12-team PPR, 1 flex. Darnold, Achane, Saquon, Mason, Dowdle, Steele, Roschon, Nico Wilson, Debo, Quentin Johnston, Keon Kincaid. Trade Debo plus Wilson for JJ plus Mooney or not enough depth. So you're trading your Debo plus Garrett Wilson, I'm assuming. That's tough. For Justin Jefferson, I almost want to say yes. 12-team PPR. If you're risk adverse, keeping Debo and Wilson definitely gives you more depth. But you have Achane and Saquon that you can start, and Mason for right now. I'd probably say screw it and do it anyway to get JJ back. That's me. I would take JJ's side. Eddie P becoming a member for the 26th month. Hey guys, CMC owner wants Jordan Mason and Zay Flowers for Ramondre and Puka. Pretty good at running back and feel like I can use Puka down the stretch. Good trade or too much in a full PPR. So you give up Jordan Mason and Zay Flowers. You get Ramondre and Puka. I probably hold out for right now and tell him no, that if you want Jordan Mason, that I would throw in another small piece with Jordan Mason to get Ramondre back, potentially. But I'm not going to trade Mason and Flowers for Ramondre and Puka. I'm going to hold tight on that. The Dennis family, Braylon Allen or Rachaad White at RB2. If Rachaad White plays, you have to go with Rachaad White. If he doesn't, obviously it's Braylon Allen. Scale Speaks, becoming a member for the 24th month. 57 points last week. Pain. Ouch. Caleb or Carr? Caleb has a little bit more upside for me. Carr may end up being safer. Bench one running back from Stevenson, ETN, Mason, Walker. I can only bench one of those guys this week. I'm probably benching ETN. Laporta or Gesicki. I'm playing Laporta over Gesicki. And then I need to bench one wide receiver from Tyreek, Shaheed, Deontay, and Pickens. If Chris Olave is out, sit Deontay Johnson. If Chris Olave plays, sit Rashid Shaheed. Jill Merck. Thanks. In a full PPR, sit two from Henry, Mason, Achane, Montgomery, or Mostert. Oh, well, you're definitely sitting Mostert. As far as the other guys go, probably Montgomery out of that group this week, and I don't love it. Isaac Gonzalez, help me pick between Michael Wilson, Juwan Jennings, Keenan Allen, or Chris Olave to start at my wide receiver 2 and flex, and a full PPR. Already have Kittle and Mason starting. Well, if Olave plays, I'm going to lock in Olave for sure. Beyond the rest of the group, I'm probably going to go Michael Wilson there. If Chris Olave is out, I'll go Michael Wilson and Juwan Jennings and just keep my fingers crossed, man. Quick Moto, help. You guys are rad with great content. Appreciate you, Moto. Start Rodgers over Love. Yeah, I would go Rodgers over Love this week. Or stream Snoop. No, I'm not going to do that. Fish ya bish. Should I trade away Kenneth Walker for Neighbors? It depends. If you're super solid at running back and you trade Kenneth Walker away and you still have more than enough guys to start, then you could possibly do that if you need help at wide receiver. But if you're not deep at running back, you can't do that right now. Peter with a 50 bomb descending from his golden throne in New York City. What up, Peter? Hey, guys. Happy week 4. On a full PPR, please pick 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. Shakir, McLaurin, Shaheed, Keenan, Allen, Mason, Henry, Kamara, Likely, or Freiermuth. And finally, is Watson droppable, or should I wait 1 to 2 weeks for potential Watson return? Or Love return, excuse me. I'm dropping Watson, to be honest with you. I don't. He's going to have a big catch, big game every once in a while, but not enough to keep him from, in my opinion. 2 wide receivers is going to be Shakir. Who would Allen be? Keenan Allen, probably?
Probably.
He put Keenan Q Allen, meaning questionable. Okay, I'm going to go Shakir. If Chris Olave is out, let's go Shaheed. If Chris Olave plays, go with McLaurin instead. 2 running backs, Mason, Henry, Kamara. Give me Henry for sure and Kamara. Henry and Kamara. Likely or Freiermuth. I'm going to stick to Freiermuth this week. Is Watson droppable? Talked about that. We're good with that. There you go, Peter. Appreciate you. Carlith, Purdy or Mahomes this week? I'll still rock Mahomes this week. Lucas Cruz. Start 2, Jacoby Myers, Jaden Reed, Ford, Worthy, Addison. Give me Jacoby Myers and Reed if you want the most upside. If you want the safest floor, go Myers and Ford. Basa B and a standard pick 2, ETN, Ford, and Bucky. I'm going to go ETN and Ford here. If for some reason Rachaad White is out, then I'm going to go Bucky over Ford. Dan, you guys are great. Dan, appreciate you. Full PPR, which tight end? Gesicki or Elijah Higgins? Gotta go Gesicki. I don't think I could bring myself to start Higgins. Sandy O in a full PPR, 1 running back flex, Montgomery, ETN, or Zach Moss, ETN for me there. K. Scott greeting headliners, what up? K. Scott. 12-team PPR, need 2 running backs, Steele, White, Bigsby, and Spears. Oh my gosh. That's bad. If Rachaad White plays, it's definitely him. And I'm going to go Steele as well. If Rachaad White is out, give me Steele and Spears. Robert L. Jones becoming a member for the 24th month. Hey, fellas, 0-3, need a win. Flex, PPR, D-Hop, or Michael Wilson. Thanks, guys. Much love. If you want the most upside, it's Michael Wilson, but I think the safest floor with a pretty comparable upside, I'm going to go with D-Hop there. Jonathan Guerra, start 3 in a PPR, Flex, ETN, Myers, Deontay Johnson, Shakir, and Braylon Allen. Give me ETN. Give me ETN. Give me Shakir. And give me Myers. Alejandro Chang, welcome to Full Chub. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation this evening. Chris Wilson, need a flex. Dobbins, London, or Flowers. Thanks. Flowers for me here. Yeet! And a standard scoring, only get 3 points for 100 total yards combined and 6 points for touchdowns. Stuck between J.K. Dobbins or Deontay Johnson to start. Safest floor is J.K. Dobbins. Highest upside is Deontay Johnson.
Now, can you give me another yeet?
Yeet!
Got it.
Why?
Just wanted to hear you say it again.
Ski.
No.
Oh.
Yeet.
Yeet. I lost where I was at because it just scrolled again.
My bad. And honestly, I haven't been keeping up, so I don't know where you're at.
Were
you at yeet?
Yeah.
I got yeet right here. Standard scoring, only get 3 points for 100 total yards combined and 6 points for a touchdown. Stuck between Dobbins or Deontay Johnson to start. I'm probably still going with Deontay Johnson. I'm gambling. I'm just going with Deontay. Ginger Snowman. Half PPR, traded Waddle, J-Mo, Pollard, Aaron Jones for Jonathan Taylor, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen. Your lineup is now Purdy, Evans, Wilson, JSN, Hall, Mixon, Taylor, Ferguson, and then Allen, Irving, Chubb. Overall, once you get through this week, it'll be a lot better. Garrett Wilson will have a better matchup. Hopefully Joe Mixon is closer to 100% health. After this week, which this week could be a little bit tough, you should be good to go rest of season, Ginger. Based God, should I trade Garrett Wilson for Devontae Adams? Probably not yet. I don't think I want to make that trade just yet. I think we need to watch Garrett Wilson the next week or so and see if he can start to get a little bit higher of a target share. I am not entirely, I don't know. It's a super hot take, and I have no factual reasoning to bring this up, but I think Devontae Adams gets traded at some point. Where he gets traded, I don't know. Do you think that too, Kyle, or no?
Yeah, I think they need to. I think it's pretty well known he's not happy where he's at.
Yeah, that's kind of where I think this is going here very quickly. Now, where does he go? A lot of people want to say the Jets to go back to Aaron Rodgers. That would definitely affect Garrett Wilson. So there's just a lot to really pay attention to right now that I'm holding on to Garrett Wilson. Heather Purviance. Full PPR, 2 flex spots. You're already starting Fields, Gibbs, Dowdle, Nico, Godwin, Kelsey. With Amari in your first flex, should you play Watson, Keenan, Brown, or Steele in your second flex? So Christian Watson, Keenan Allen, Chase Brown, or Carson Steele. Being that this is a full PPR, I will lean with Chase Brown because we do not know what that backfield is going to look like in Kansas City just yet. So I'm going to go ahead and gamble with Chase Brown. Now, if Keenan Allen come game time or tomorrow morning is like, hey, I'm 100% good to go, obviously I think he is the best option, but coming off an injury that is so difficult dealing with a heel injury like he has, I may lean Chase Brown for the first week. More times than not, though, if Keenan Allen is healthy, that's the guy I'm putting in there. Will Taylor, hey, fellas, Allen or Kyler this week? I still got Josh Allen as number 1. The dude is going out there and he's a top quarterback in fantasy, and he's not even playing 4 quarters a week. So, I got to go with Josh Allen, even though pretty sure I got, Kyler number 2? I got Kyler at number 2 this week, so it's super close. Evan H., good evening, guys. Trying to pick a flex spot this week. Full PPR, Olave, JSN, or Shakir. Already starting CD and Nico. I love CD and Nico start there, so give me some Shakir as your flex spot option. Sheik? JS. What's going on, Jay? Pick 2 out of London, Pickens, McLaurin. Also 0-3 start. Would you trade a package for a better running back? CD, London, Pickens, Shaheed, and London again. Current running backs are Monty and ETN. So if you need more running back depth, I'm all for trading to get it. You listed CD, London. I'm guessing the second London is supposed to be McLaurin there. And if that's the case, man, yeah. I mean, I try to, but I'm not touching CD Lamb. CD Lamb is untouchable. Do not trade him. You hold on to him. Anybody else is okay if you can get a solid running back in return. For this week, though, picking 2 out of London, Pickens, and McLaurin, I'm a gambler this week. I'm gambling, and I'm going with Pickens and McLaurin personally. If you want the safer option, it's probably London and McLaurin as the safety option. Like I said, I'm gambling, going Pickens, McLaurin. Barath Vamsi. Need 2 in a PPR. Pittman, Addison, Tutu, and Myers. Give me Tutu and Myers there. Pittman and Addison. Addison coming off of an injury. Pittman hasn't done anything all year. So give me Tutu and Myers. Troy T. One for flex out of Kenneth Walker, Jerome Ford, Stevenson, Myers in a full PPR. Man, if you want the safest floor play is probably Kenneth Walker. Ceiling play is probably Jacoby Myers. If it's me, I'm probably just going with Kenneth Walker. Jordan Robart, half PPR Superflex League. I have a quarterbacks of Baker and Geno, running backs of Barkley and Bijan, Marvin Harrison Jr. Who do I flex? St. Brown or Etienne? So you can only start 1 wide receiver, and you have Marvin Harrison there. And then you have St. Brown or Etienne that you have to flex. Son of a mother. I don't want to sit either one of these guys. If I have to pick one, I typically always start the running back. So give me Devon Achane. James Beans, J-Mo, Bucky, or Michael Wilson. If you want safety, it's Bucky. If you want to gamble for upside, it's J-Mo. Josh Pack, pick 1 for the flex. Lazard, Pop Douglas, Naylor, Ertz, or Justice Hill. Even if I have Derrick Henry as a starter already, thanks, fellas. So you only need 1 for the flex. None of these guys are like an obvious start. I think this week I kind of gamble and I go with Alan Lazard and hopes he sees better targets with Garrett Wilson being locked down by Patrick Surtain. Kalen Dunn. Sup, guys? I have an open wide receiver, running back, and flex spot in half PPR. Who do you guys suggest plug into these spots out of Tyreek, Deontay, Jerome Ford, and Stevenson? So for your wide receiver, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill here. For your running back, Ford or Stevenson? Ford or Stevenson? I'm going to go with Jerome Ford over Stevenson for your running back spot. And that means at the flex, we either have Stevenson or Deontay Johnson. Does it say if this is it's a half PPR? I'm probably going to lean towards Deontay Johnson there this week. Trayvon Jones, should I trade Monty for Kenneth Walker and Khalil Shakir? If you need wide receiver help, then I don't mind it. If this is just a stash on your bench and you're never going to start him anyway, I prefer the safety of Monty rest of season. Juice Vino, gifted 1 membership out there. Let's get it. Standard League flex, Brian Thomas or Jacoby Myers in a standard league. I'm probably going to lean towards Brian Thomas Jr. Dominic Vassos, pick 2 wide receivers of flex out of Raw, which I'm guessing is Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Evans, Shakir, Myers, and Monty. 2 wide receivers. I'm going with Amon-Ra and Mike Evans. And then your flex spot, give me David Montgomery into flex. Tan Fam, half PPR, start 2 out of Jay Williams. I don't know if it's Javonte or Jameson. Mooney, Odunze, or Pickens. Tough to such a stacked team. So we have to start 2 of these. Pickens is going to be one of them. And if you want safety, it's going to be Darnell Mooney for your second one. If you want to all-out gamble, it's Pickens and Odunze. Zip Loco, full PPR, Zay Ayuk, then Reed Higgins in 2 different leagues. So I'll go in a full PPR, Zay over Ayuk, and then I'm going to go Reed over Higgins in the second one.
Okay.
Red Dog, huh?
I can hop.
Hang on. This one says Red Dog logo for Jake from your trades video. Leggett and Kirk are on waivers. PPR, should I drop Likely for one of them? You already have Kincaid. I mean, you're not going to start Likely with Kincaid for the most part, and Likely was like a one-hit wonder. So I'm okay with that to get some added depth. As for which one, if this is just an added depth ad and you're just trying to see what's going to happen, I lean towards Leggett and just see if he can get some added targets with Adam Thielen injured. I'm on pancakes now.
You want me to read them and you fire off the answers?
Depends if you can read fast enough to keep up with me.
Oh. That
sounds like a damn challenge.
That sounds like a damn challenge. Pancakes becoming a member for the 12th month. Starting off 2 leagues, 3-0 and 2-1. Need some help. Alexander Madison or Cordero Patterson?
Oh, damn it. I mean, this does seem like one of those situations where we could see CPAC get a goal line carry. If you want safety, it's Madison. If you want to gamble, it's Patterson.
He has P. Ryan and Mixon on the bench. Drop P. Ryan for Chase Brown or Roshan Johnson.
I'm dropping P. Ryan for Chase Brown personally.
Yeet in a standard scoring.
Yeet.
Only get 3 points for 100 total combined yards and 6 points for touchdowns. Stuck between J.K. Dobbins and Deontay Johnson to start.
I think it's the same one as before. I'm still going with Deontay Johnson.
Coolest nerd ever. Need 2.5 PPR. A wide receiver 2 and a flex. Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Zay Flowers.
Give me Terry McLaurin and Zay Flowers.
Jordan becoming a member for the 10th month. Need 1 for the flex and a full PPR. Zach Moss or Jerome Ford.
Oh, God, this is so close. Jerome.
Sounds like somebody isn't keeping up.
I have Ford 1 spot over Moss.
You said Ford, you cut out on my end.
Yes, Ford 1 spot over Moss.
Perfect. Keep up the great content, fellas. Cheers. Dog's breakfast in a PPR. Kirk, Mooney, Michael Wilson, Lazard, or Worthy. Preach.
I only need 1 of them?
Yep.
Oh. Give me Mooney this week.
Mooney.
Full Mooney.
Jason Hodge becoming a member for the 24th month. Hey, fellas, in a full PPR, need 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex. Your running backs to pick from are Jacobs, Kenneth Walker, and Carson Steele.
It's going to be Jacobs and Kenneth Walker.
1 wide receiver from DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin, J-Mo, and Shaheed.
Give me DJ Moore this week.
And then 1 flex. I did forget to mention Mixon is in the mix as well. 1 flex from everybody else that we talked about that you did not pick.
As of right now, I'm going with Terry McLaurin.
Candy. Hey, man, appreciate the help. Can I get an upgrade at running back if my currents are Henry, Gibbs, CMC, and Mason? Wide receivers are Marvin, Godwin, Tank, Higgins, and Bowers. Any trade ideas?
I mean, overall, I love the running backs. You got 3 solid starters, regardless if it's CMC or Mason rest of season, so you're good there. Marvin, Godwin, and Higgins, that's solid. Tank you can't do anything with because nobody wants him right now. You got Bowers, who's a top tight end rest of season. I'm not messing with it, Candy. You got an overall solid roster, so don't mess with it right now.
Funko Pop Asylum, Shakir, Debo, and Shaheed. Pick 1.
Damn it. Okay, this one has a bunch of what-ifs. If Debo plays, it's Debo. If Debo is out and Chris Olave is out, then it's Shaheed. If you just want safety and you don't want to mess with it and you don't want to pay attention tomorrow morning, just throw in Shakir.
Najee or Akers, pick 1.
Najee.
Daniel, welcome to Holden Chubb. Thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Hoosier, becoming a member for the 10th month. What up, bro? Namath. It's about to get gross. Need a quarterback, a flex, and a super flex filled. For the quarterbacks, we have AR5, Darnold, and Scoop, also known as Snoop.
I think he's supposed to be Snoop. I'm like, I don't know who Scoop is. And honestly, Darnold will be one of them, and then I'm just going to gamble at this point and go with Anthony Richardson.
Okay. And then we need to pick a flex from Akers, Wilson, Chandler, and... Okay, so one's Emmanuel Wilson, the other is Michael Wilson, and then Taysom.
As of right now, if I have to choose out of one of those, I'm going with Michael Wilson.
And then we need to pick a super flex from everybody else left.
I'm just going to go with Anthony Richardson and then Sam Darnold as the 2 quarterbacks.
William Campbell, pick 2.5 PPR. Hill, Higgins, or McLaurin?
I'm going with McLaurin and Hill.
Saul Cauldron, Hill for St. Brown?
Yes. Give me Amon-Ra rest of season.
Eyes wide open. Kelsey or Andrews?
Oh, God. This week, I'm going to go Kelsey and just hopes that he can find the end zone with no Derwin James.
Undisputed Frost becoming a member for the 12th month. Flex in a full PPR. Just one. Ayuk, Montgomery, Chuba, Reed, or Mooney.
If you want safety, it's David Montgomery. If you can gamble this week, it's Ayuk.
Ray in a standard Superflex. Josh Allen, T-Law, or Geno. Pick 2.
It's going to be Josh Allen and Geno for me.
Johnny, if Chris Olave is out, should I start Trey Tucker or Jamison Williams or Ladd McConkey?
I'm probably going to lean towards safety being Trey Tucker there with no Devontae Adams in the lineup.
Wendell R. Need 2 starters from Tyreek Hill, Reed, Shakir, Higgins, Waddle, and Smith.
Well, Smith is out. Waddle has a new quarterback. Hill has one. Wow. Only 2 of them. I'm going to go with the gamble of Tyreek Hill and the quote-unquote safer floor of Jaden Reed.
That was Wendell. Jay Sizzle. Becoming a member for the 9th month. Question for Kyle. Yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Jay Sizzle. Question for Kyle. You need an analyst insight. Pick 2 in a standard league. Jerome Ford, Steele, Bucky, Rashad White, Braylon Allen. If White sits, thanks to you both. If White is sitting out of this group, I'll go Jerome Ford and I will go Bucky Irving. If White plays, then I'll go Jerome Ford. I'm almost leaning Braylon Allen there. Almost. It's close. I would say Braylon Allen is safest. It's just, it makes it closer to me because it's a standard league. Garrett Wilson or Reed?
Oh, it's back to me. I forgot. Reed.
Yep.
Give me Reed this week.
Red Doc Lock for Kyle. My doctor said I probably need surgery. Apparently, it's not healthy to have Chubb for 4+ weeks. Seeking a second opinion from a professional analyst.
Is the chat trying to help you, Kyle? Or are they just...
Oh, man, I love it.
Did you ask for help while you were typing to the chat?
I did not. I love it. Tyler Lau, love the channel and the full PPR. Need a flex. Safe option preferred. Wilson, Flowers, and O'Doons.
Full PPR is going to be Zay Flowers.
Kyle. Yes, that's me. JSN or Stevenson in a full PPR.
Safety is probably going to be JSN. Gamble's going to be Stevenson.
D. Santi. Pick 2 from Odunze, Naylor, and Mooney.
2 of them. Well, with we got Jordan Addison coming back, so it's not going to be Naylor. So give me Mooney and Odunze.
TC is just reminding everybody that he's sad right now because he said that he would give 10 more members if we hit 1,000 likes on the stream. We have 1,100 people watching right now and only 673 likes. That means everybody. If you hit the like button right now, we would get there and we would give 10 more memberships from TC.
I want to test it though, because I think, and maybe I'm completely wrong, but is TC not a girl? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure. I think I even know the name. That's how in tune I am with the nation.
TC is a girl. Did I say he?
Yep.
Oh my God, TC.
I even know the name. I remember your name. I'm not going to say it because you've changed it, so I don't want it to be out there if you don't want people to know. But
I might be be one of the worst people ever, like in the history of the world.
I don't want to do that again. I may give myself a heart attack, but I'm pumped that I caught that and remember. I deserve so many brownie points right now. That shows that I am a man of the people.
I mean, chat right now. I mean, you can tell me. Hashtag Kyle sucks in the chat. 100%. Go ahead and roll with it. Happy start 1, flex 2. So we're picking 3 from London, Odunze, Jennings, and Deontay Johnson, probably.
Okay, so if Debo plays, then Jennings is going to sit. If Debo is out, then I'm probably going to sit Odunze.
Juan Ortiz, pick 2 from JSN, Josh Jacobs, Braylon Allen, and Odunze.
It's going to be Josh Jacobs, And it says if not, Keenan plays. I'm just gonna go with JSN and Josh Jacobs.
Grizzly Man, 1281 with a $2 dono. Appreciate you. Joel Pratt, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Rockin' Croc.
Well, you have to be careful how you say that.
Yeah, I was close. Mayday, pick 2 to flex from Odunze. Robbins? I'm assuming Robbins.
Like last year's email?
Yeah,
maybe
she won something.
Yeah, that of course, and I remember the name.
But do you remember what she won? Does she live in Alaska?
No.
Don't we have someone in Alaska?
We did, because I had to spend like $800 to ship it there, but it was not TC.
There was somebody that was in Alaska. And
Yes.
It was the most expensive item we've ever given away.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. We don't know who Robbins is. I'm going to assume Robbins' son.
Okay.
Brian Thomas, Leggett, Rashad White. Thanks so much. Love the constant content. So pick 2 to flex.
I'm if that's Brian Robinson, he will be one of them. If that's what that is. So it would be Robinson and Odunze. If that is not Brian Robinson, it would be Odunze and Brian Thomas Jr.
Josiah Parr and a full PPR, 1 tight end, have Kittle and Likely, or drop Likely for Henry, Gesicki, or Kmet. Rest of season thoughts. If 49ers injuries continue, like those, or let's get those likes up, Headliner Nation. I mean, I'm probably just going to keep Likely since you have Kittle.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah. John Mitnovich. Hey, fellas. I know Goff has a high risk this week, but do I play him or Dalton? Thanks for the great content each week.
I think Dalton's still safer. I personally still gamble with Goff.
Jesus Buanda just traded for Ayuk and Kincaid. Leaves me with Ingram, Bowers, and Kincaid. You had Ingram and Bowers and you traded for Kincaid? And Ayuk, Olave, Chase, and A.J. Brown, wide receiver. Who am I supposed to trade next for a splash player?
Just traded for Ayuk and Kincaid. But now you have Ingram, Bowers, and Kincaid. What am I supposed... I don't understand why we have so many tight ends. Your end is so tight right now that you have no room for anything else, Jesus. Like we got to loosen up that end a little bit. So, personally, I'm going to try to trade Bowers or Kincaid, one of them, for... I would just shop them out there, to be completely honest, and just see what you can get in return, because we don't need to have Bowers, Kincaid, and Ingram all on the same roster. You're stacked at wide receiver. Obviously, you may need a little bit more help at running back, so let's see if you can swap a tight end for a running back.
210 likes until TC will gift another 10 memberships. David, 34V, what up, fellas? We 3-0, baby. And a full PPR, who to start at the flex? Aaron Jones, Jaden Reed, J-Mo, and Debo if he plays.
How many do we need? Just one. You know what? I'm still going Aaron Jones in the revenge game against Green Bay.
Grizzly Man, 1281 with a $1 donation. Appreciate you. Litnick becoming a member for the 34th month. 34 months, 35 more. We lit. Jake and Kyle, grab some water. Jens look parched. Grabbed a glizzy with mustard. I don't know what to say for this. LOL. Heart.
Hey, I actually had glizzies for dinner.
Does it count that I had an Italian sausage? Is that a glizzy?
It's not, but I mean, we're going to say that it is. It's close enough.
Okay. Beard Belichick in a half PPR. Kmet or Gesicki?
This week I'll gamble and go Kmet.
Card Shop Reality has been typing all night long that he wants me to
disavow Apple
Gatorade.
Yeah,
but I've never tried it, so I don't know.
The entire nation has warned you at this point to not try it. Okay. It's what I tried on stream last week, and it almost made me gag. So I
can't do that because I've never tried it, but I just will tell you that I won't ever try it. How's that sound?
Kyle told me I have resting Dana White face. I don't even know what that means, but Dana White is badass.
Who said that?
Kyle Brown now. You have resting Dana White face, Jake.
Oh, wait. He told you. I thought
No,
you
not
were
you.
saying I told someone in the chat that.
No.
Okay.
I have
never
resting
mind.
Dana Whiteface, which is fine because Dana White's a badass. So that's
Kevin
cool.
Lefebvre, Deontay Mason, Stevenson, Reed, or Flowers. Pick 2.
Mason and Flowers.
Jordan Johnson, looking for moves.
Hoosier.
Have Niners running back trio. Stroud, Collins, Evans, McBride, Deontay Johnson, Dowdle, Swift, Wright, Gesicki, Coleman, Watson, Mitchell. Help at RB2 and flex.
Okay, so for Collins, Evans, your RB2. So it's only Swift or Wright, right? There's no one else.
I think Jordan is asking what moves should he make.
Oh. Well, you for sure need a damn running back. That is so hard without knowing so many different things. Jordan, I agree that you definitely need help at running back for sure. I mean, obviously, if you only got Swift and Wright, it has to be Swift this week. And Dowdle's already played, so we don't really have that option. Wright's probably not going to get hardly anything this week. I mean, I really don't know without knowing what other options you have in your league. You need to go to all the teams in your league, find who has excess running back talent, and see what you have an abundance of that you can try to help them out with.
Vic, TX 361 in a non-PPR. McLaurin, Dobbs, Jennings, or Brian Thomas Jr.?
I'm guessing I only pick one of them, and if that's the case, if Debo is out, I'm going Jennings. If Debo is in, I'm going McLaurin.
Juan Ortiz, welcome to Full Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation tonight. Yes, Jay Reed, Mike Evans, and Amon-Ra St. Brown need to start to started Lamb on Thursday in a full PPR. This is Evans and St. Brown.
Evans and St. Brown, yep.
Not even close. Jimmy in the clouds. I'm 0-3 and need a win. And a full PPR, 1 running back and 1 flex. Evans, Jennings, Hubbard, and Pollard.
I'm going Pollard and Evans this week.
Vic TX361, Dobbs or Brian Thomas Jr. in a PPR.
Give me Brian Thomas Jr.
Myrna, hey guys, I need a flex for a full team.
Yep, one of those.
Hi guys, I need a flex play for a 10-team full PPR. Should I flex Ayuk, Shakir, Reed, or Mooney? I have Mike Evans and St. Brown playing. Thank you so much.
If it's my team, I'm saying the safety of Shakir. If you want to gamble, it's Jaden Reed.
Patrick Schmidt, Rashid, Reed, or Jameson in a full PPR?
Until we know about Olave, I'm going to go with Jaden Reed.
You know, me messing that up for Myrna, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
Annual.
That's probably pretty damn close. You're exactly right.
Do you know what I'm quoting, though?
I mean, I've heard it. I don't remember where it's from. Annual. What is that from?
Can anyone in the chat get it?
I'm sure they will.
Can anyone in the chat get what movie that is?
Annual.
Buried, Anna.
Is it?
Myrna got it.
Billy Madison? What is it?
Myrna got it.
Dumma. Is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
When they're in the bed and they're reading the paper, when they find out.
It's a tough one. I got it. I get it. Okay, now I remember.
Okay, we just did Patrick Schmidt. Now to Quick. Jennings or Shakir is the wide receiver 2 to go with Mike Evans.
If Debo is out, it's Jennings. If Debo is in, it's Shakir.
Jaco, need 1 wide receiver and 1 flex from Ramondre, Jennings, Wilson, Keenan, Addison, and Kmet or Higgins for the tight end position.
So 1 wide receiver is going to be... It's going to be Jennings. 1 flex is going to be Ramondre. And then for tight end, it's going to be Kmet.
Everybody's quoting Dumb and Dumber in the chat right now.
That's awesome. It's like a dream come true.
Oh, man. That's too funny. Okay, that was Jocko
Samsonite. That's right. I was way off.
Brandon Bearden, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. Fear Boner. Laugh every time. Laporta or Ertz in a full PPR?
Big gulps, eh? What was the question? I'm reading quotes. I'm sorry.
I am too. Laporta or Ertz in a full PPR?
Man, is it crazy? I just want to say Zach Ertz. Is it crazy? Is it
no,
nuts?
It's not.
Okay, that's where I'm going.
I just want to goof off the rest of the stream and read Dumb and Dumber chat.
You know what?
In the chat now.
I'm gonna go do this. Okay.
Dobbs, McConkey, or Bucky in the flex. It's gonna be
Bucky.
It's gonna be Bucky. You guys are awesome. Keep up the amazing work. Thanks, Fearboner. Exorvis. Pick 4. DJ Moore, Cooper, Deontay, Olave, or Godwin.
Pick 4. Let's just go with the ones that are healthy and just sit Olave as of right now.
Nick Johnson, start 2 from Ford, White, Jacoby, and Steele.
Give me Ford and Jacoby.
Savage Khan, Likely, or Ertz.
I'm going to go Ertz.
Sesa, Leo, Shakir, Scary Terry, Mooney. Need one for the flex.
If you want safety, it's Shakir. If you want to gamble, it's Scary Terry.
Jordan, Robar, 12-team PPR flex Waddle, Braylon Allen, or McConkey.
In a full PPR, I gamble and just go with Waddle.
Quick, are you flexing Henry or Jordan Mason?
That sucks that we have to make that decision because I want to start both of them. But right now, I have Henry over Mason.
Sesa, my other league. Higgins, London, or Ford also need one.
Only one. Safety is going to be Ford. Gamble is going to be Higgins.
Pipe down in a 2 PPR league. Zach Moss, Pickens, Pittman, Lazard, or Jennings.
Pick 2 of them. If Debo is out, it's going to be Jennings and Pickens. If Debo is in, then I'm going to go Moss and Pickens.
Demise, should I flex Jordan Mason or DK in a full PPR?
Safest option is just going to go with Jordan Mason and get yourself right around 20 touches.
Todd Clem, who'd you drop for Leggett? Akers, Goff, or the Vikings defensive special teams?
The defense. No need to carry defense. 2 of them if you got 2.
Bolt up, Quentin Johnston or Yoshivas?
I'm going to go ahead and gamble with Quentin Johnston finding the end zone again.
Pancake, sorry, I need to clarify my question. I have Cordero Patterson and Madison starting.
Ouch.
I'm worried about Mixon being hurt. I dropped P. Ryan and grabbed Brown. Should I swap anyone out for Brown in the starting lineup? So would you start Chase Brown over Madison or Patterson? I would start him over Madison.
Yep, I would too.
JG, start Myers over Hill this week for the safer play, or am I fool for sitting Hill?
I mean, you're not a fool, but if it's my team, I'm still starting Tyreek Hill.
Jimmy, Maggie Jr., becoming a member for the 24th month in a full PPR Flex 2 leagues. Oh, no. Full PPR Flex, help in 2 leagues. For the first league, Robinson Jr., Deontay Johnson, or Juwan Jennings.
Right now, I feel like the safest option is just go to B-Rob.
Second league, Christian Kirk, Waddle, Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Wilson, or Chase Brown.
Gamble is going to be Waddle if you want safety. He said full PPR, right? Safety would be Chase Brown.
Stallions Productions, Brian Thomas or Odunze?
Odunze for me.
Najee Harris or Carson Steele?
Give me Najee Harris this week.
Jordan Olson got Etienne, Mason, B-Rob. Could or should I package Etienne and Mason for a clear RB1? Who do you think I could get? And a full PPR also has Flowers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Puka.
I mean, Jordan, these questions, I don't know what you could get. You got Etienne, Mason, B-Rob. Could you package Etienne and Mason? If you do that, sure, you may get a clear number 1 guy, but now you've taken away all your depth, so you can't handle bye weeks or injuries either. So honestly, I'm just keeping the 2 that you already have and keeping the depth.
Amniyat Singh, who wins this week for me? Kyler Murray, Bijan, Brees, Nico Collins, Ayuk, McLaurin, Gesicki, Dallas defense and McPherson, or him with Baker, Achan, Connor, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Olave, Henry, Hubbard, Miami defense, and Moody.
I mean, I love Kyler, Bijan, Brees, Nico. Like, that is a great option for you right there. I mean, on paper, it's you, but obviously we know anything can happen during the week. But having Kyler Murray as my quarterback too, Bijan and Brees are both top 5. Nico's a top 8 guy for me this week. Ayuk has huge potential. Same with McLaurin. I mean, it's going to be a good matchup for sure, but I kind of lean your way.
Jason Hodge. Hi again. In a full PPR, need 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, and 1 flex. Running backs are JT, Chuba, Akers, Mixon.
I'm just going to go with JT and Chuba right now and not even worry about Houston.
1 wide receiver from McLaurin, Evans, Ayuk, and JMO.
It's Evans.
1 flex from everyone else set. Godwin is already in his lineup.
Okay, so now you're going to go with Evans and Godwin, and then I'm just going to gamble all the way around and go with Ayuk as the other option.
Jeffrey Wilson, Mahomes or Darnold for the rest of the year in a full PPR 10-team league.
Still got to go Mahomes.
And then Fab. Hi, guys. Please help set my lineup. Half PPR. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex from London. Reed, Pickens, Shakir, Pittman, Jacobs, Mason, and Pollard. So 2 running backs from Jacobs, Mason, and Pollard.
It's Jacobs and Mason.
2 wide receivers from London, Reed, Pickens, Shakir, and Pittman.
It's going to be Reed and Pickens.
And then everything else. 1 flex.
It's going to be the running back and Tony Pollard.
Oh.
Let's see here. So I need to go through and pick a random winner. So if you want to give me a couple minutes, Kyle, and just talk to the chat, I can find some random winners for our lawnmowers.
Absolutely. Jay Espinoza, I don't see a super chat from you, man. Anna gave us a heads up that you had sent several messages saying that you had not had yours answered. I'm going back through right now, and I don't see it unless it was like way back at the beginning. But I can assure you that all super chats were answered already. And we had hundreds of super chats tonight. So trying to go back through all of them at this point is unfortunately probably not doable. But if you would like to leave your question in the chat, I'll keep an eye out for it, and I might try to grab it here if I see it. Josiah Parr gifting a membership to the Headliner community. Appreciate you, Josiah. Thank you so much.
And remember, I'm going to pick a random winner in the next... I'm going to work on it right this second. In the next 3 minutes or so, a random winner. If you've signed up yourself as a new member tonight, you're entered into a drawing for a Lawnmower 5.0. If you have gifted memberships tonight, you are going to be in a drawing. However many memberships you have gifted is how many entries you're going to get for another lawnmower. So if you want to be in on it, you got to do it in the next 2 or 3 minutes as I'm working on it.
Crown is Bunk. Welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks so much for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation. We've been answering football questions for 2 hours. I'm going to be live tomorrow also answering football questions for a long time. Lit Nick gifting 10 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Ryan Scores becoming a new member of the community. Appreciate you, Ryan. Thanks so much for joining up tonight. Everyone throw a little hashtag Lit Nick in the chat for another amazing night of gifted memberships. An absolute legend. EC gifted a membership to the Headliner Nation community. EC, appreciate you. Darren Yarber, welcome to Hole and Chubb. Thanks for joining the exclusive Headliner Nation tonight. We've been answering a whole lot of questions. Let's answer some non-fantasy football questions. What are some non-fantasy football questions everyone has? Hashtag analyst. Terry Hudak gifting 5 memberships to the Headliner Nation community. Let's get a little hashtag Terry spamming up in the chat. Dominique, you're going to be up early tomorrow morning. I will as well. Any picks for tomorrow? I am going to be live for a members only live stream tomorrow. You have to be a member to even watch it, to start off with talking about underdog picks. And then I'll be live around my normal time of around like 11:30 or so. And then we'll talk start and sits as a community until 1 o'clock. Hug-a-Bunch or Fraggle Rock? I don't know what Hug-a-Bunch is, but it's absolutely Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock.
Wow, I haven't heard that in
forever. What's the gang doing after the stream? Nick, you already know. I'm coming to see you. I'm
going to bed.
Nick. I'll get a couple games in tonight. I had to
chop a tree up that fell over onto our fence from the hurricane. I'm tired. I'm also old. So there's that.
The only tree trunk I had drop on my fence can't be chopped down.
Okay, first off, that sounds disgusting. Okay, I need to focus here. Hang on.
The Insane Andy, you have to have it turned on, and they're automatically assigned. Cliff, you're not old, youngster. J. Espinoza, start 2, Dobbins, Jacobs, Bucky, Debo, and Ford. It's Jacobs and Dobbins for us at this point in time without knowing exactly what's going to happen with Debo.
All right, hang on. I'm almost through these, Kyle.
LeBron or Jordan? See, here's the thing, Access MIA. Why do we have to argue LeBron or Jordan? Why can we not just say that both of them were the greatest of their era and brought kind of two different things to basketball? I don't know why we have to keep arguing them.
I'll be honest. I was one to argue all the time for LeBron. Once he went to LA, it all changed. And I can't fight for it anymore. It's Jordan. But honestly, I think Kobe deserves to be in the mix as well.
Kobe does deserve to be in the mix.
Yep.
Anyone that argues against LeBron, though, I don't feel like you're arguing against LeBron because you don't like LeBron. If you're arguing for LeBron, it's because you do like LeBron. That's what it feels like to me more than anything these days, because I don't think there's good arguments against anybody.
Yeah. All right, almost there.
What year did Fraggle Rock first come out? I don't even know.
The 80s. It had to be in the 80s. All right.
What kind of music do I listen to? Oh, man, right now I'm on a huge Linkin Park kick because they're back. I'm so excited. I'm buying tickets to one of their concerts as soon as they schedule one near me. Listen, when they scheduled their New York one, I was going to fly to New York had it not been on a Monday night. But I couldn't do it on a Monday night because I'm so busy with start and sit stuff. Had it been on a Thursday or Friday, I absolutely would have bought tickets and flown to New York for it, without a doubt.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Fall clothing. I want to be able to wear a sweatshirt with shorts.
I wear that all year long. I wear shorts all year, so that doesn't really matter to me.
You can.
Huh? I can.
You can because of where you live. I can't in Indiana.
No, you can. If your balls are big enough, you can. You just gotta.
That's why I can't though, because they have to stay up inside. They droop too far down in the snow.
I remember the college national championship a couple years ago. It was 3 below zero outside, and I went to Buffalo Wild Wings in a pair of shorts, and everybody thought I was nuts. Okay, I have our 2 winners, Kyle, and I don't know if they're in the chat right now or not. So, if not tomorrow, it'll be on Monday. I'm going to post on the community tab for members only and tag these people or have a graphic made up with their names in case they're not here, since it has been over 2 hours.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. First up, someone who signed up for a membership on their own to win a Lawnmower 5.0 was Nelson Santamaria. who was randomly selected for this. So Nelson, if you're out there, shoot me an email to info@thefantasyheadliners.com so I can hook you up. If you're not out there, Nelson, we'll make something here on the community tab in the next day or two or so.
Let's go, Nelson.
We have another lawnmower. Not one, two. Another lawnmower.
One for each ball.
Well, I'm hoping that guys don't share these. Like, this is a one-person tool. You know what I mean? But for those who gifted memberships, and there were quite a few, I show a total of 74 total memberships tonight because we had 12 before the stream even started. So 74 total. Gifted memberships, this person, I show gifted 5 memberships tonight. They were randomly selected. It was Devin Simmons.
What up, Devin?
Devin Simmons. Now, if you didn't get one and you want one, head over to manscaped.com. Use Headliners20 at checkout. You get 20% off and free shipping. I have more items from them. They sent me an entire box of stuff, so we'll start giving those away here in the next few weeks or so. But, we'll create a graphic so everybody makes sure that they get their stuff. How's that sound? Fantastic. Wow, that's actually somewhat good. Hopefully none being shipped to Alaska. I mean, here's the thing. When we pick random winners, I don't know where everyone lives. A lot of people say, I probably can't be picked because I live in Germany. I don't know you live in Germany before I pick a random winner. If that's where I got to send it, that's where the company card pays to send it. You know what I mean? Now,
we get on the plane, holding it, fly there.
That would be fun.
We deliver it in person. Juice, can you borrow mine? Absolutely.
Kyle doesn't even use his, so of course you can.
Absolutely.
Yes. Alaska, why would they?
Why you got to put me on blast?
Right,
like
Red
that?
Dog? I mean, it's added insulation at this point. Now, they in their defense, they didn't win a lawnmower. They won like a signed jersey or something last year. I don't know if it was a jersey or helmet or what it was, but yeah, you're right. The AI ball shaver 8.0, man, I don't know if I'm gonna trust a robot anywhere near there. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have some serious trials, human trials, like on Kyle before I know if that really works.
Should we do a call-in to check on Taylor? Because Georgia came all the way back to tie that game up.
If he didn't have a little kid that may be sleeping,
oh, that's true.
I would say yes.
That's true.
But because he does, I would feel bad. He's probably already cursing everything as is. So
Underdog Spotlight sending a $3 donation.
That's Underground. In case you need help reading.
Underground.
It's
Underdog
okay.
on the mind.
That's right. Dog on the mind.
Donald, am I gaming tonight? I haven't done a gaming stream in months, man. I might pick it back up after the football season's over with. There's some fun things that I'd like to still try and do with it, maybe, but I don't know. I won't be streaming. That for sure will not be happening anytime soon.
Awesome. Yep, everybody's talking about the Georgia game now in the chat. But okay,
they're either talking about the Georgia-Alabama game, they're quoting Dumb and Dumber, or they're talking about the last time they shaved their balls.
I mean, that's my kind of group. You know what I mean? That sounds like a community that we've built together, Kyle. And this is like, these are our people, and we can relate with all of those. So, okay, now we have a lot of new members. So what time do you estimate tomorrow, Kyle, for the members-only streams?
Well, the one where we'll talk start and sits we'll start between 11:30 and 11:45 Eastern Standard Time, and it will go till 1.
Okay.
The one that I'm going to do before that is a members-only stream, but won't be able to be viewed by anyone but members, where we talk about underdog picks while working with one of our new partners. That one, I don't know for sure. Have the notifications on.
Okay. But it will be before the other one, so...
Yes, it'll be before the other one. I would like to try and start around 10:30.
Okay. Eastern time.
Eastern.
Perfect.
Is it still standard right now? Or is it... No. Yes,
it's just
it is.
Eastern time.
It's not daylight saving time yet.
I don't pay attention. I mean, I don't even know what time it is half the time. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's right. All right, Kyle, let's go watch
Alabama
the
just
end of
went
the game.
back up.
What did?
Alabama's back up.
Yeah, that didn't take a whole lot of time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, Headliner Nation. Appreciate y'all being here tonight. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go have some fun for the rest of the evening, eating some food, watching some TV, manscaping, all that stuff. All right, Headliner Nation. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live in the morning for everybody so we can talk some more football. We'll talk some pick'ems over on Underdog, and we'll talk about your teams as well. Have a great rest of the evening. Stay
Aaron
safe
Jones
and healthy.
spot. Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. All right. Bye.
You guys have a good one.
When the game on the line, you can't fold and you can't